Alright, sorry, we are back with Scene. Forgot to turn on the mic earlier. But yeah, so I mean, it's been a while. It's been a couple days since.
Was a little bit before, I think, American Thanksgiving.
I mean, it's been a couple days since Sheen came to NA. Hi,
hello.
How are you? Anyways, and yeah, I mean, happy December.
Yeah, happy December.
I mean, I kind of didn't expect it to be December when we would start streaming Scene, because we've been actually planning on streaming Scene since.
I mean, we were pretty excited. We were pretty excited to get into Scene, right?
Yeah.
We played the intro pretty on time, you know, compared to everything else we usually play, right?
Yeah.
But it's December. But we're finally starting, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's not like months later. New background,
Yeah, we did. We decided, you know what? We were planning on doing it for the intro, but then like, yeah, we don't have time, so then we made sure to do it. But then because we got LB3, but since we got busy, we couldn't start, you know, immediately. But yeah. Anyways, Scene. Finally get to read it, and yeah, we'll make sure that we, if anybody is going to be watching that JP live stream, we'll make sure to finish before that, and yeah, alright, so.
Yeah, I mean, also, like, part of the reason why we wanted to make a new background is because, you know, we noticed every time we have these big battles, you guys can never see the life bar.
Yeah.
So it's like, because we're always in the way. And yeah, got new servants?
No, not yet. We actually haven't. Actually, no. I rolled like what, 1 ticket or something. Like, so no, I got like a 3-star CE. So we're planning on rolling for Qin Shi Huang's banner. Hopefully, it's coming soon. We're not too sure.
It should be in a couple days. I think it was only about a week after the initial release of Xin or Sin, maybe. But and yeah, so we'll be rolling for that. It's very likely.
Yeah, well, we can talk a bit more about that, like our arrangements for our roles later.
Sure.
Just so we can get started at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, go. I mean, you know, it's just some new changes because we don't always say who's going to be reading the part. So we have on screen. I'm going to be reading Samantha, and yeah, and I guess we'll just start, or else we'll never get to begin. All right, I got my prince. Congratulations!
Oh, yay!
Honestly, Lan Ling is pretty awesome. I'm assuming that's who you're talking about.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, alright. So from the intro last time, we know Neja got resummoned, and yeah, Gordolf is poisoned.
Yeah, Gordolf, jeez, man, it's always him! It's always him!
Always him. And
we're poisoned too, technically. Yeah, but Mash is on our side. So
well, who cares about us? But yeah, Gordolf is poisoned, and so we're going to China. So yeah, alright, let's get back into it. So let's go, Scene. So I've been spending the last few days actually doing the strengthening quests for some of the Scene servants, so like Jinka, Spartacus. And like in case if I want to use them, like I did them. I'm like, there we go.
Yeah, right. Jinka would be perfect.
Anyways. So, prologue. No battles. I feel like
as expected.
Every time we get to a prologue, it's always like an hour long. So
yeah, and then it's fun. Like part 2 is like 5 nodes that are all story.
Yeah. I was lucky enough to get him in NP3. Oh my god! Wow, congrats! Yeah, that's really good, actually. Looks like we're doing our dive or whatever. I think that's the animation for the dive.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. All right, back outside into the vast wilderness. Alright, Meniere, let's go. Emerging from long distance zero sail now. Whoa, we nailed the positioning.
Good job. Practice makes perfect.
Really not. Well, we've zero sailed a few times now, so
you'll get it.
I can see the supercell surrounding this lost belt 1,000 meters straight ahead. Foe! Impressive. Even if this precision is only possible when embarking from the wandering sea, it is quite something to behold. You know, we're getting better at this.
Yeah.
What's more, Miss Xion tells me that we can expect this level of precision anywhere except the North and South Poles. Okay. Unfortunately, we may have been a little too precise. At this distance, our only choice is to head straight into the storm wall immediately. Wow, we are getting right into it.
I don't think we ever really did that though. Like even LB1, LB2, we kind of just like dipped into
like the pocket space,
right?
Yeah,
and then just kind of made it back the other side.
Well, actually, no. When we LB1, we already landed into the Lost Belt, right?
I know, but LB2 we kind of dive around
into
pocket space dimension.
Yeah. You know, go up a few meters.
But now we're actually like, you know, going through the storm.
Pretty good.
That's pretty interesting.
All right, Mr. Gordolf, how are you? I feel like he's not doing too good. Oh yeah, look at that face.
He's shaking.
It would seem his fear of the poison has more or less overwhelmed him. He will not be of much use for the time being. How about you, Miss Samantha? Are you ready for the next phase?
I mean, I was gonna say something mean, like, I don't think he's ever much use, but I mean, he's definitely not much use when he's dying.
He can cheer us on.
Yeah.
Are we ready for the next phase? Yes. Yes, I think so. Manage a nod. Yes, I am ready. Good. Miss Yeon was kind enough to make some significant improvements to your mystic code. Wow.
Oh, nice.
It should be a good deal more useful both in keeping you alive and aiding your performance as a master. I'll explain more once we arrive in the Lost Belt, but yes, Miss Clearlight, is something the matter? Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm good to go as well. Alright, let's go. I did feel the same warmth during the last Zero Sale as I did in Scandinavia, but warmth. Okay, guys, that's enough. Ready or not, we're embarking on another Zero Sale.
Wait, I thought we were... Okay.
Maybe we still have to dip through the border.
Yeah, maybe. Like the empty space or whatever.
We don't want to burn the border's fuel unless we really have to, so I'm going to take advantage of the inertia we got by launching from the Wandering Sea. Alright, sounds good. We'll be emerging inside the Lost Belt without anything to guide us, just like we did in Scandinavia.
Great.
Oh? Well. What's this now? What's there? What's going on, Da Vinci? Good news, Gordy! Looks like Koyanskaya is inside the Chinese Lost Belt too.
Oh, wow. We found her?
We can go hunt her down for an antidote.
Okay.
She is? Are you sure about that, Da Vinci? Yep, I got a pretty solid sample of her data yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So there's no mistaking it. Now we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Not only will this greatly improve our odds of emerging from void space, we can also ask her about an antidote once we capture her. We are on the same page.
Yay.
Menieres set the anchor point from hypothetical living human to Koyanskaya. Got it. But man, as if I didn't already have my hands full with driving this thing. Damn it, just when I could have used the old man's help. Gordolf. I thought there was more than one Chaldea staff on board.
Isn't there more Chaldea staff than this?
Isn't there like a total of like 10 of us?
Yeah, what are they doing?
So like
only Munier is helpful.
Me, Mash, Da Vinci, Holmes, Munier, Gordolf. There's still 4.
Yeah.
There's still 4 people.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just doing other parts.
Maybe they're still at the Wandering Sea and providing backup support somehow.
Sure. So Koyanskaya is in the Chinese Lost Belt too. I wonder if she really has an antidote.
I mean,
probably not. She's an assassin.
Right?
Who needs the antidote when you're an assassin?
Maybe like Jinko or somebody can help us. I don't know.
Very well then. In light of this new information, I believe a new course of action is in order. We should cancel our search for Xian Shuai Ming Mai in favor of capturing Koyanskaya.
Oh, is that the plant?
The plant, yeah. The poison. That would be a much surer way of neutralizing the poison Gordolf and Samantha consumed. And it would be one less threat to our future endeavors. Alright. As for the Cryptor and the Tree of Emptiness, our goals there would remain unchanged. We find and restrain the former and cut down the latter. Would that be acceptable to you, Director? Yes, of course, that sounds great. Indeed, this is no time to be trembling in fright. Alright. No more Mr. Nice Guy, Tamamovich Koyanskaya.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more Mr. Nice Guy. The next time we meet, I'll see you pay for everything you've done. Fo. Yeah. Hey now, don't get ahead of yourself, Gordy. We still have to capture her first, remember? I feel like that's easier said than done.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I don't know how we're gonna do that.
She can teleport around too. Just saying. And if we succeeded at that, it won't amount to anything if we can't make her tell us where to find how to make the antidote. Understood. I will hold back. However, I will not show her mercy. We should at least berate her, right? After capturing her.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
At minimum.
Sounds like a plan. It is best if we beat this villain so that she can never again stand up or engage in any evil schemes. Sounds good. China is my home, Lost Belt or not. Its air and land should remain the same. As such, I should have no trouble defeating this demon. Alright, sounds good. Looks like we should bring Neja along with us.
I mean, she is.
Well, I mean, actually bring Neja along with us. Thank you, Neja. It's great to have your help. Alright, we're now only 400 meters away from the storm wall. Do it, Da Vinci. Let's go. Expanding logic formula on Shadow Border's external armor, removing existence verification for reality space. Future prediction, hypothetically prove mirror world plane in 20 seconds, relaxing space-time friction decompression for 0.4 seconds. All systems are green, void space C observations remain locked at previous results. Shadow Border, untether from reality, void space dive, zero sail, unfurl once again. I'm just so, like reading.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna say, I guess we're just zero sailing back to back. I guess maybe we've improved our border enough to withstand that kind of consecutive zero sail.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe with our experience going to the Scandinavian Lost Belt, maybe we know how thick the storm is. I don't know, that we can just,
Maybe, yeah.
No idea, to be quite honest.
Oh, wow, that was surprisingly fast.
That was like not even 10 minutes.
We were like, this is going to be an hour.
This prologue's going to be an hour long.
Yeah.
I guess that's why the intro happened.
That's true.
Alright, here we go. Look at those rice seeding point. Yes.
Yeah, the music in this Lost Belt is pretty good too.
Yeah.
From what I remember, at least.
Alright.
Besides tiger tanks.
Alright, Neja, let's go. I was going to say, I don't think I have my own Neja. Alright, Mash, here we go.
I don't have Neja at all. Yeah, I mean, between NA and JP,
Can I give her a thing at least? Alright, yes. Can I give you? Probably not.
No.
Alright.
Don't have that update yet.
Oh, I should probably bring my Lost Belt Mystic Code. I just realized the other day, I'm like, it's like not used at all. Alright, let's go. Alright, section 1. The third Lost Belt. Yes. You say you thought you had a dream? It might have been some kind of sign? Ooh, like premonition or something. Ooh, that's a nice table.
Yeah.
And that absurd reasoning has you drinking poison from a chalice?
Well, okay.
So you think it's foolish too, huh? My wife said the same thing. His Imperial Majesty himself gave me this poison. All I need to do is drain it in a single gulp, and I will displease him no more.
You might die.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that's quite a way to go.
He won't be.
At least he won't be disappointed.
Yeah, he won't be upset anymore because there's nothing left to disappoint him, right? Like.
Anyways, I have slain too many for one in my position. You might say I've outlived my usefulness. Is that why you have the poison?
I don't know, but this watercolor background is super nice.
Yeah, I really like it actually. I don't understand. None of this would have happened if not for how petty the Emperor is. How can you be willing to lay down your life for a man like that? You may not see any sense in it, but this is simply what it means to be a warrior. Once I heard you're going to die, I had to come and ask. Say the word, and I will see everyone who toyed with your destiny, who forced this hollow loyalty upon you, drown in a sea of their own blood.
Wow.
Okay. Haha, I'm honored you are so angry on my behalf. It's more than I deserve, and I will admit that I do have my share of regrets. Oh. But at this point, I've truly come to believe this is a fitting end to the life of Gao Changgong. I don't understand. The way you talk of life and death makes no sense whatsoever. But then, I suppose I could never understand, as death is a concept that's never had meaning to me. Yes, that's true, isn't it? Perhaps, if anything, I should be the one begging you for forgiveness. After all, the peace I will attain in death will be forever beyond your reach. Perhaps I'm jealous of your death, and of the brilliance of your life leading up to it. You're too kind, I assure you. I know no more death's secrets than you do. Even if I should learn them now, they will soon be lost to darkness. Do you have any last wishes? Good question. If I could wish for something beyond my own death, it would be to someday see you again.
Man, it reminds me of one of those like Chinese dramas, like those historical like they're like talking really really sad and solemn and like, oh, I hope one day I can see you again.
Yeah,
it gives that
or
same
like those
feeling.
Like Chinese opera type.
Yeah. It does. It does.
Haha, I suppose such a wish must sound completely absurd. Not necessarily. I have seen the likes of you shatter more daunting barriers. I've seen them tame lightning, cure plagues. Jeez,
Cure
plagues. Cure
plagues.
I know, I was making some fun of myself. Cure plagues, and even change the course of rivers. Wow, that's quite some talent. I cannot say how long it will take, but eventually, the day may come when those bound by mortal lives learn to reach beyond even death. Should such a day come to pass, and if I am lucky enough to be there to see it, then I shall recall your final wish. You don't know how happy I am to hear that. In all my 33 years of life, there is nothing I've treasured more than your presence. Well, I guess they're dead now.
Yeah.
Well, the Emperor's happy.
Not disappointed anymore, at least.
Not disappointed. Never said happy. Not disappointed. Alright, are we here? Reality space anchor attached. Reality verification complete.
Well, it looks kind of dark.
Proper human history resemblance A. Lost belt depth E.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot.
Yeah, I forgot about the lost belt depth.
Lost belt depth.
Yeah.
Lost belt depth.
Depth. Establishing Shadow Border's existence within Lost Belt. Zero Sail return successful. I'm glad we had another emergence that went so smoothly. How are you feeling, Senpai? I feel good. I know the poison isn't causing you any pain right now, but I also heard you're not feeling entirely yourself. Oh. Well, that's not good.
I mean, I guess that would make sense. Like, if you're a little bit, I don't know, like, delirious or something.
Only a little bit delirious.
You know.
I'm fine, just a little short of breath. That's all. Or, short of breath is all. Alright. So cold symptoms are the worst of it for you. Are they? Must be nice. I'll have you know, I used to have asthma when I was a young lad.
Oh, that's not fun.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
But after I read the memoirs of a great bodybuilder, actor, and politician who once suffered from the same disease, I followed his example and overcame it with rigorous training.
Is that possible?
Well, sadly, I don't have his muscle to show for it. Good evening, good evening. How are you?
Happy December.
Happy December.
To those of you joining us.
Yeah. My point, young lady, is that all you need is gumption. This is no time to let your fears get the better of you.
I was just gonna say, if you could just, like,
will your poison away.
Will your poison away to be cured. You don't need doctors, right?
Yeah, mind over matter, guys.
Right,
that's all you need.
Mind over matter, yeah.
I must say, it's almost encouraging to see our commander so energetic despite his poisoning. Yup, we've still got plenty of time to find a cure, and Gordy's a mage, so he's pretty well accustomed to dire threats like this. I finally did it. Got Gilgamesh, but I don't have the stuff to upgrade him.
Oh, well, you know,
honestly, that's the best part.
No, you got through the hardest hurdle.
You got through the hardest hurdle.
NP1.
And that's all you need.
Yeah.
And honestly, well, I'm not too sure what Gil needs anymore, but, you know, usually...
They're more early game stuff.
Yeah, I mean... the good thing about it now is that you can definitely look at, you know, those, like, spreadsheets and whatnot that tell you, like, you know, where has the best places to farm.
Yeah.
You know, some of the older mats, because the older mats have lots of new places or lots of opportunity or lots of different nodes that you can farm it at. So that's always good. If not, you can always check out, you know, the upcoming events, like what kind of mats there are, so you know.
lottos.
Yeah, so you know what you need to farm, because if some things are in events, then you don't need to go out of your way to farm.
Yeah, you might as well take advantage of NA clairvoyance in that aspect,
exactly,
right? To the fullest potential. I mean, that's what we did before, right? When we were, you know, leveling up specific servants.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, what events have what, and then, you know, kind of plan accordingly.
Yeah, but anyways, congrats on getting Gil.
Yeah.
That's great. Honestly, as somebody who watched Jacqueline get Gil, like the first week of NA, and like I didn't get Gil for like 2 years, I was just like, Gil, please.
Yeah.
Also, do you guys have any tips? I'm on the last part of Solomon boss battle. Ooh.
That one is rough.
Bring somebody with guts.
Herc. I mean, people generally say Herc with his Bond CE is really good. Really, generally anybody with Bond. Yeah. I mean, because if I'm correct in thinking this is the battle, like, where you need to survive, you know, a certain amount, and then, you know, Solomon will get to 1 HP.
Yeah.
You basically kind of have to
stall
it.
Will go to 1 HP.
Or Goisha, whatever. Sorry, did I say Solomon?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, you kind of have to stall it out, so...
Yeah. Definitely make sure that... Oh, you don't have MASH. Definitely make sure that that you can, if you don't have anybody to help to stall, bring somebody that can help you stall.
Yeah, George is good.
Or like, well, I mean, John maybe might not be that good, but Merlin's in the game now, obviously.
Yeah,
so Merlin's always a good choice. But if you need DPS, right, like, somebody who hits hard, because break bars aren't a thing.
Yeah,
still,
right.
So,
so you can still use Kintoki,
Coup Alter, Jalter, etc.
Yeah,
those are always good choices. So I think it really just depends what you got.
Right.
But, just keep at it, and worst comes to worst, command spells are a thing.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
I don't think there's any shame using them, to be quite honest.
I mean, some people, like, maybe they want to, like, try not to use them, but they're in the game, and, I don't think there's any shame in using them if you need them.
Exactly.
Even Quartz Revives, like, it sucks, but sometimes you just want to get past, whatever content.
Yeah, actually, you want to help check, the upcoming Christmas, if it needs any, like, any requirements.
I believe it does,
because like you might want to check
New Year's actually. I think it's New Year's.
Yeah, because you might want to check some events, especially if you want specific welfares, like Quetz or something coming up.
Right.
Quetz has only like one run, so like she doesn't even have a rerun yet. So especially if something like that needs prerequisites to play, if you want that servant, you have to make sure that you at least get there. So definitely check that out. Anyways. Let's get back to LB3. Alright, Gordy's a mage, so he's pretty well accustomed to dire threats like this, yes. Now, let's see what things look like outside. Alright, let's go. Full? 18 degrees Celsius, 30% humidity, a gentle breeze, no unusual magical energy readings. Hey, that's pretty good. 18 degrees is pretty good.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not super warm, it's not really cold. It's alright.
It's okay, it's okay. It's pretty cool. I'm looking out the window right now. And it looks like a field. Okay. I gotta say, I'm almost creeped out by how normal it seems here compared to the other two Lost Belts. I'm not quite sure what to make of it.
Well, I mean, first of all, there's, like, plant life, because, no snow.
That's true, right? And we're not, like, hunting each other.
That's a little bit different.
That's true. Are there any hostiles outside? Not according to our instruments. Since it looks like it's safe, why don't we all go see for ourselves? Okay.
Fields and mountains. Typical.
I didn't expect it to be nighttime, though. I feel like the other times
it was dark, so, I mean...
yeah, it was dark inside the Shadow Border.
Yeah.
I was just saying, because, like, I feel like the previous times we
it's always daytime.
It's always, like, daytime of some sort, so, like, I feel like it's not often that we go into, like, even a singularity where it's nighttime. Like, I can't even remember one where we go in and it's just night.
Nighttime.
Besides, like, obviously dark ones like Prison Tower or something,
I mean, does Solomon count? Like, I don't really know.
Temple of Time. Well, anyways. Alright, is this really the Chinese Lost Belt? I think so.
Those, like, rice fields or something.
Foo. Latitude and longitude don't lie. We're standing right at 32 degrees 40 north? I don't know how to... Okay. 110 degrees 50 east. I hope that... I don't know how to say these longitude, latitude things.
Whatever, it's okay.
Alright, we're in China. In proper human history, this would be Xi'an, a major city with the population of 3.4 million people. I can read.
Xi'an or like Xi'an?
Xi'an, probably.
What is Xi'an?
Xi'an. I don't know. Well, this is certainly not a city, but it doesn't look like an untamed wilderness either. Perhaps it is a wheat field or the like. Admittedly, it would be an extraordinarily large one. I recognize the smell in the air here. This is my homeland. And yet, I have no memory of this strange landscape. How confusing and depressing. That's not good.
Dude, it's not Xi'an. It's like sure. Whatever. It's fine. We can't read Mando anyway.
I can't read Mando. I'm sorry. It seems I am useless as a guide for you. After all, it's okay, Neja. We got this. Hey, don't worry about it. All bets are off when it comes to Lost Belts. Besides, we have a much bigger role for you to play than just a guide. Exactly. For the moment, I've picked up a ley line, only a kilometer or so away from here. That's nice. That's pretty good. Usually it takes us forever to find one. Between that and how surprisingly safe this area looks to be, I'd say we're off to a pretty good start. Now, what do you say we take the shadow border over to the ley line and set up a summoning circle? Got it. I'll go warm up the engine then. You can never be too prepared for combat in these lost belts.
That's for sure.
Yes. I think this is the first time Manuro stepped outside a lost belt.
Yeah, that's right. He's always inside the shadow border. Maybe because Gordolf is automatically quarantined in there, maybe.
Okay, the ley line's right around that well. Go ahead and park it here. It certainly doesn't look like a dangerous area, but something feels off. True, if anything, it's too peaceful. And considering how expensive this farmland is, it's weird that we haven't seen a single piece of agricultural machinery. The buildings here seem a little crude too. Yeah, I've never seen anything quite like them before, though I guess you could say they kind of look like collective housing.
That makes sense.
You mean like an apartment building?
Apartment building.
That's right. Although I'm not sure building is the right word for that. Structure? What structure? All that ground they leveled and they're still living in holes? It's like something out of the Stone Age. Wait, they're living in holes? Do they live underground? Maybe civilization never really developed in this world? Oh, there's some people headed this way. Shall we try talking to them? Guess it doesn't hurt. Yes, but do be careful. I doubt they pose any threat to us, but we cannot afford to being seen as a threat either.
Yeah.
What the? Who the hell are these people? And what are they doing in our field? Oh, sorry.
I mean, I guess we found the one NPC that matters.
Look at their weird clothes. Do you think they might be foreigners? Foreigners? Here? Does that mean they came from that strange storm then? Hurry up and call the supervisor. Maybe he'll know what to do. Supervisor. Phew. Foe. At least the translators seem to be working fine. According to our linguistic analysis, they're speaking Middle Chinese, a language that predates the Song dynasty. I see. Conversation is good. Oh, it's a good starting point. However, we have frightened them. This pattern is not good. Hey! Did you really see foreigners? Oh, you must be the supervisor. You have a nice hat. Yeah, they're right over here. See for yourself, supervisor. They just popped up in my field out of nowhere. They're riding around in that weird box they wear. Really strange clothes, and I think they've got weapons too.
Well, yep.
Oh crap, I don't like where this is going. Samantha, help us out here before things turn violent.
Yeah, we don't want to fight villagers.
Tell them this is all just a big misunderstanding. If Holmes tries to explain, he'll just make things worse. And what's wrong with my explanation?
I feel like the most diplomatic person here is probably, like, MASH.
Yeah. Alright. We mean you no harm. Let's go. Just stay back, Holmes. Ah, she talked!
Why are they so surprised that we talked?
If you don't mean any harm, then why'd you show up in the middle of the field dressed like that? Go on, supervisor. Get rid of them for us before they ruin any more wheat.
It's wheat? Oh, okay.
Are we running over their
All
crops? Right. I can see why they're mad at us.
Yeah.
You got it. They've all taken up weapons. Now what should we do? Foe. I mean, I guess we'll try not to hurt them. It seems they're rather bare bones. Lifestyle has not lent itself to open minds. I'm afraid we need to pacify them before we can begin negotiations. Is now really the time for detached analysis, Holmes? Can't you use charm on them or something? I don't think he has. Does he have charm as a skill? Last time I checked, Gordy's the only one of us who can use charm spells. Well, he says he can anyway. And even if he's telling the truth, he's still comfortably holed up inside the border right now.
Maybe Gordolf should, like, teach us some skills. You know, Gouda, like, doesn't know, like, is a pretty bad mage. But clearly Gordolf has these skills, and we've saved his life a couple of times. I feel like he should sort of, pay it forward, but more like paying it back.
Mentor us. It'd be best to summon a servant who with a powerful innate charm skill, but that would require access to the ley line, which we don't yet have. It would seem we cannot avoid this battle. Fortunately, our opponents should be willing to listen once they get this out of their system. While this would be an ideal situation for my Baritsu, I'm afraid I will have to sit this one out. Alright, Holmes. Alright, you still haven't fully recovered yet. Guess we've got no choice then. You just sit down, Holmes, and just stay put. Ash, Ninja, go ahead and fight them if that's what they want. Just make sure not to harm any of them. Alright. Understood. I also would like to avoid excessive force. I will. Be careful. Yes, we'll do as great gentlemen do, in the true spirit of Baritsu.
Okay.
Alright. Let's fight them, I guess.
Yay. Alright.
Rural expat. Okay.
I mean, they're not that strong, so you should be fine. I don't think you needed double mash. Oh, damn, you did.
You cannot underestimate Mash's strength.
Overestimate Mash's strength.
Overestimate Mash's strength. So close, Ninja, so close. Alright.
Well, anyways. Oh, okay, never mind.
maybe next one. Maybe next battle you can talk. Alright, let's go to the next part. Or never mind, it's already starting. Alright. Hey, Gordolf. I see. So you got into a fight almost the instant you left the border? Yes, I'm afraid we ended up in a standoff with the locals. At least we got them back down for now. Oh, got them back down. Got them to back down? Yeah, got them to back down. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Alright. All thanks to your and Neja's efforts not to harm them. They do appear to understand that our intentions are not violent now. They're currently monitoring us from what I suppose they consider a safe distance. It seems they have their own responsibilities to tend to.
I mean, to be fair, like, to the locals, like, if you just had rando trespassers...
That's true.
Like, that'd be pretty scary. On top of that, we're in a tank-like box that they've never seen.
With weapons.
Yeah. Like, that's pretty terrifying. Like, you know, I can't really blame them. Yeah. And, you know, they're just, you know...
regular villagers.
Regular people, right? And so... yeah.
Anyways.
Although they do seem to be aware of the storm, so so that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I kind of wonder how much else they know, but yeah, anyways, you can continue.
Yeah. Correct. No signs of reinforcements. We are safe for the moment. I see. So you managed to avoid provoking them. I'm relieved to hear they're sharp enough to realize we've only lost travelers trying to get our bearings. Okay.
Yeah, that we're only lost travelers.
Oh, okay. I thought we lost travelers, not that we are lost. Jeez.
Yeah, we are lost travelers trying to find our bearings.
Jeez, I'm so stupid. Although, what about the servants? You said we can summon more once we're able to use the landline, right?
The ley line.
Ley line, right? Da Vinci's outside preparing a summoning circle right now. I think she's run into some kind of trouble, though. Hey guys, I'm setting everything up right now. Just give me a minute to work out the kinks. Alright. Sure, I ran into a little trouble, but don't worry, it's the kind I'm used to. Hey, Da Vinci, are you sure it's okay to hook this weird machine up to Mash's shield? We need Mash's shield to summon, so...
yeah.
It looks super shady. In fact, it doesn't even look like it was made on Earth. Oh, right. That's the booster Sion lent me. Get this. A single one lets you manifest a spirit origin equivalent to 3 servants.
Wow!
She called it, whatchamacallit? Cell. Wow.
But that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, really.
So, I mean...
3 servants. At once. Unfortunately, they burn out after a single use. But we're not going to be stingy with Samantha and Gordy's lives at stake. Wow,
yay,
thanks.
So generous.
Alright, now we just stand by in base state. As soon as we get a response from the servant side, I'll kick it to its excited state so we can start the summoning. Alright, sounds good. So we have to wait for a servant's call, I guess. There we go. Now it's just a matter of time. As long as the servant has some connection to you, Samantha, I'm sure they'll answer the summon lost belt or not. I see. Well done, technical advisor. In that case, you can start by summoning a skilled caster capable of brainwashing these barbarians en masse. Wait,
Wow.
Why are we doing that? No, Gordolf, no.
That's a little bit...
No, Gordolf, just stay in this border and be quiet. This is an emergency, and an urgent one at that. We need to start making progress post-haste. Foo. Are you alright with that course of actions, Miss Samantha? No. I'm not a fan of mass brainwashing, but easy there, Director. Let's just calm down. Calm down, Gordolf. Calm down? How can I calm down when I will be dead in a matter of days? And have you forgotten this concerns you too?
Okay, yeah, but...
Regardless, the summoning will take time. It would be in our best interest to negotiate while that proceeds. Sometimes, Mr. Gordolf, there is something to be said for not letting sleeping dogs lie. Alright then, who's going to lead these amicable negotiations? Samantha already tried and failed, remember? Well, you can do it since you have so much charm. Where are we going to find an angel with a smile cherubic enough to win over these barbaric...
Da Vinci? I don't know.
It's you, Gordolf. Or, it's you, Da Vinci.
Yay! She's pretty cute, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'd say okay to her. That's right, we're just poor, hapless travelers who lost our way. Please help us. Oh, you poor thing, that must have been so hard. We didn't mean to ruin your field, I promise. Do you think you could forgive us? Oh, don't worry about that. We could always till it again. We'll help you till it. Hell, just getting to talk to such a pretty girl as you makes me makes me want to till the field again more than ever. Wow.
Oh, yay.
Oh. Da Vinci really is a force to be reckoned with, isn't she? She's not technically lying, but she's not exactly being truthful either. That's all you need. She's a demon with the face of an angel. Still, I can understand.
Yeah, both.
Just look at those men falling all over themselves. That outsider's got them twisted around her little finger.
That she does.
How can they possibly trust any of those foreigners after the beating they gave the poor supervisors? Aha! Sensing an opportunity.
Alright, do your work.
Oh. I do beg your pardon about that, madame. Please allow me to apologize for trampling on your fields as well. Use your charm, Holmes.
Yeah.
I can only hope you can believe me when I say that we truly do not want nothing more than to resolve this matter peacefully. Unfortunately, the truth is that we have lost our way, and are uncertain as to where we are. I'm so terribly sorry to impose, but could you please tell us about this place? You are our only hope. You know, I just saw Holmes, and I just remembered that JP livestream Holmes and Gawain's CU is going to be there.
Oh, that's right!
Anyways, back to LB3.
Like part of it's like a Camelot live stream, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming out. Or is it out?
It's
coming out. It's coming out.
Anyways.
Anyway, we got sidetracked, yeah.
Well, we are? Teehee. Well then, I suppose we ought to step up.
Alright, work that charm, guys.
True. I mean, if a man this handsome needs our help, the least you can do is hear him out, right? Yeah, lend him the ear. That's the least you can do.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Holmes has his looks, if nothing else. You'd think that getup would raise more suspicion, but oh well. Yeah, charming dude.
Yeah.
Agreed. I do not know why we fought earlier. Yeah, we should just push them out from the front
exactly, right?
at the beginning. Well, the important thing is that we've reached a peaceful resolution. It looks like they are all just scared more than malicious. They seem to be good people at heart. By the way, Da Vinci, what was the trouble you ran into with the spirit origin graph earlier? An excellent question, Holmes. Glad to see you're paying attention to the important bits. What? I thought you'd already resolved the issue with summoning servants? Less resolved and more worked around. I still don't know what the problem really was. This lost belt's nothing like either Russia or Scandinavia. I tried using the ley line here to connect to this lost belt's throne of heroes, but I didn't get any response.
Well, that sucks.
None whatsoever? There was nothing wrong with the equipment, so whatever the problem is, it had something to do with this world.
Alright, time to fight a Lost Belt King or something.
Granted, the odds were always low that a heroic spirit from this lost belt was going to be eager to help us, so I wasn't counting on that. But it's still odd that there'd be no answer at all, right, Holmes? Indeed. So I just dropped that idea and switched back to trying to summon from Chaldea Spirit Origin Graph. Now we're just waiting for a heroic spirit to respond to our call. In fishing terms, we've baited our hook and cast our line. All there is for us to do now is be patient.
What if it's like a sort of jamming thing where it's like, you know, they don't let this sort of technology to work?
Maybe.
You know, I don't know.
I'm not too surprised. What could be going on, Senpai? I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe it means there's no one out there? Maybe. Honestly, even though my genius once again carried the day, I really don't know what's happened here. Foo. What I do know is that the connection to the Throne of Heroes is just that, a connection, and it doesn't exist in this Lost Belt's ley line. It could also be that our definition of what a heroic spirit is doesn't match this Lost Belt's. Oh,
well, that'd be a problem.
Definition of heroic spirit? And what exactly do you mean by that? This is this is a fascinating phenomenon, one that no doubt gets to the heart of this Lost Belt's true nature. But right now, we have nothing more than speculation. We need to collect more evidence before we can begin drawing any conclusions. Oh? That sounds like you already have a pretty good idea of what's going on, Holmes, and he's not gonna tell us.
Like usual.
I do have a hypothesis, but a good detective only shares their deductions once they are supported by clear and undeniable evidence. All right, Holmes. All right.
You do your thing, like usual.
All right.
Wow, actually, we'll be past section 1.
Yeah.
In one sitting. It's been less than an hour. Amazing.
All right, let's go. Ooh, that's pretty. The air is so clean here. You missed the sun, I think.
Oh, did it like rise?
No. Like there, right?
No, yeah.
It is, isn't it? Wait, did I? Yeah, the air is so clean here. It is, isn't it? It feels like forever since I was last able to breathe this easily. Maybe there's like no pollution or something. Since the other Lost Belts, the border was the only safe place we could go.
I guess so.
Oh, I almost forgot. We have the Chaldea base now too. Anyway, being surrounded by a natural landscape like this, it really feels like... Huh? What's that up in the sky above us, Senpai?
The sun?
It looks like some kind of streak? A shooting star?
Meteor?
I didn't notice it during the night, but that's definitely strange, right? I guess it must be normal here, since none of the locals seem to be taking any notice of it. Da Vinci still has them all practically enthralled. So hey, what's the name of this era? Era? What's that? So, I was mostly just wondering what year it was. Well, I'm turning 22 this year. We all start working when we turn 5, and I've planted these fields 17 times now, so that adds up right to 5.
This guy's just kind of confused.
Thanks. I was thinking more along the lines of a calendar, though. Maybe they don't know what you're talking about.
Guess if Qin Shi Huang is, still in power, I guess there's no other dynasties.
That's true. And Qin Shi Huang did a lot of technological advancements and stuff.
Which is curious because it doesn't seem like they live in very technologically advanced places.
Yeah. Anyways, it's time to plant the seeds and harvest the last crops. Of course. You can tell by the moon. You see? Okay. Let's try this then. Who's the foremost leader in the world right now? Why, that'd be the most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor, of course. And what is this emperor's name? Name? Why, most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor, of course.
Okay.
You might as well ask me what the sun and moon are called. The name's right there.
What's he called?
Most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor.
Most
glorious and
majestic heavenly emperor.
Doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, but you know, it does its job, I guess. Well, where might we find this emperor then? In the capital. Where else? You guys are so stupid. And where's that? They say it's way, way off in that direction.
Wow.
Have you ever been there?
Doubt it.
Me? Why would I ever go there? We only worship from afar with gratitude. None of us would exist without most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor's blessing, after all.
Alright.
Huh? What's up, Mash? What's up? Senpai, do you smell that? Are you talking about my eau de cologne? Yeah? I did switch to my more wild American brand after we got here. No, I don't mean that. It's less of a human scent and more beastly? Beastly. This presence, no mistake, was thirsty creatures are headed this way. Eep! Well, what is that thing? Ah, there's another one over there! Well, what the? Those are Krishet, like we saw in Russia. What are they doing here?
Maybe Koya and Skya brought them or something.
Maybe. We can figure that out later, Da Vinci. Right now, we need to evacuate the villagers. Alright, villagers, huddle up.
Yeah.
But I kind of wonder, because... I mean, I would assume Koya and Skya brought them with her. But, like... I don't know. Like, I kind of wonder how she would bring
Do they
them.
always have, like, words on them? Yeah, NFF.
Yo, is that an armband? Or I had no idea they had... Okay.
I don't know if they were always there, but I just noticed them.
Me too. I only noticed because you noticed them. That's pretty funny, actually. Let's try to get Ninja's NP. I don't know if it'll be possible, but can certainly try. See, I thought I was the only one that just noticed the armband. Oh, it's okay. You learn something new every day. I knew my Buster Card match would pay off in this situation. Yay! Come on, Mash and Ninja, you can do it. Honestly, I found it kind of difficult to find good uses for new Mash. I guess because you got used to old Mash, which is more arts based.
Well, yeah, but also like her skills now. I think she has 2 skills with taunt.
Yes.
So it's rough. She has a much more difficult time like surviving than.
All right, come on, Ninja, get your NP. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's go kill this other Kashat or whatever it is.
But anyways, I was gonna say, like, because, I mean, this has nothing to do with what we were just talking about, but, we know that the story is written by, Urobuchi, right?
Oh, yeah!
Yeah! And I'm kind of wondering how it'll differ from some of his, Thunderbolt fantasy stuff.
Yes.
Which is also pretty Chinese.
Yeah.
So...
Back then she was more of a support. Yeah, she definitely was a Mash. But anyways, back to Thunderbolt Fantasy. If you don't know what Thunderbolt Fantasy is, Thunderbolt Fantasy is it's a show made by
it's a puppet theater.
It's a puppet theater using Taiwanese puppets. And Urobuchi writes for that. And it's very lots of Chinese inspiration. I mean, from what we know, he likes Chinese things, so that's lore stuff. I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons why he wrote this Chinese Lost Belt.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And we're big fans of Thunderbolt Fantasy, so I guess we can try to check out to see if there's any similarities or anything.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
even when we talked about it earlier, like the whole beginning part, like prologue part, I was like, this sounds like it was written by someone who watches Chinese dramas. But anyways.
Yeah, anyways, check it out if you're interested in Thunderbolt Fantasy. It's pretty good. Anyways.
I would say it gets better over time.
It does, but anyways. Hostiles eliminated. That said, those were from the Russian Lost Belt. Jeez, I can't read. Like, every other word, I'm just, like, tripping up. Those were from the Russian Lost Belt. I can't believe we're seeing creatures from an entirely different Lost Belt here. This is too bizarre to be coincidence. You there. Have you ever seen creatures like this before? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No way! I've never seen a monster like that in my life. Me neither. The worst things we've seen until now were the wild boars the supervisor used to chase off. I see. If we'd ever run into those things before, we'd probably be dead now. Yes. Okay. Don't worry. We'll help you for as long as we're here. It's the least we can do to make up for ruining your field, right, Master? Of course. Right. Besides, this might have something to do with us. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that.
Don't tell them that. I mean, it probably
be mad at us again.
It probably is, but, you know.
Well, what are you two saying? We didn't come here to serve as the village's bodyguards.
Okay, but they'll probably give us food and stuff, and maybe shelter. So you know.
Well, we'll see. We have the border, so we don't really need shelter.
I don't need to like freaking mind control them or something.
Anyways,
brainwash.
No, Miss Kearlate is correct. Those Krishat should not be present here. If they have made a sudden appearance, we should investigate it. Sounds good. Oh, okay. That's a paper moon. How are you feeling, Samantha? I'm feeling good. I'm fine. Just a little short of breath like usual. Great. Your vital signs are looking good too. So your condition's definitely not too serious just yet. We've still got to keep a close eye on it, of course, but I don't think we need to worry too much just now. I don't think we need to worry too much just now. Okay,
yeah,
whatever.
Basically, don't worry about it.
I must say, you're looking a tad pale, Commander. Are you sure you won't lie down in the command room?
I think he should.
I think he should, too. The top fin supported me, but I keep getting 2030, so I guess I can't be mad.
Oh.
Honestly, 2030 is not a bad trade-off.
Yeah, I mean,
not gonna lie.
I don't know if we'll ever get SR tickets and stuff.
Next year we're getting it.
We are? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That's how I got my MP4 of Ash, remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, so then you could definitely pick him up then.
Yeah, and he's not story locked, so...
Yeah, so...
He can come anytime. Just... You know,
yeah, but 2030s honestly
they're so good.
They're pretty irreplaceable. Like even if you have a servant with, you know, who can generate stars, like
yeah. Not gonna lie, Max Limit Broken 2030 is amazing.
Yeah. it's really something else.
Anyways,
but I hope you get them soon.
Yeah, I hope you get them soon if you're gonna continue to roll. But yeah, 2030s, great haul. Anyways, oh, be quiet. I just have a little heartburn from eating too much cake, that's all. Got my second 2030 from the Lost Belt banner, so I'm cool with it. Yeah, congrats. I've gotten 3 2030s in 4 weeks, and I just wanted a servant.
Aww. Sometimes it's that wrong luck.
Yeah.
Totally know how that feels.
You know how sometimes when you just get so much of one CE, and then just another CE you don't? Like, for me, I get a lot of, like, 2030s and sometimes Prisma Cosmos, but damn, like, Kaleidoscope just evades me like the plague. Like, Kaleidoscope where?
I can't say anything about not having Kaleidoscope. But
yeah. Sometimes it does that. And recommendations for the SSR ticket, free waiver.
Definitely, if you don't have waiver, that's the time to get him. He's just too useful.
No, forget that. Not free waiver.
No, go for the servant.
Whoever your heart demands.
Right,
there
exactly.
You go.
The white whale that has evaded you all this time, that's your chance to get them.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, if they're in that pool.
Them first, whoever your heart says, that one. And then
utility,
and
waiver.
then comes waiver. Waiver is always number 2, unless if waiver is number 1 in your heart, then
you know, which is pretty great too, because, you know, waivers,
Waiver's waiver.
Yeah.
Anyways. Alright, let's keep on going.
Finally would be just who you don't have.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Number 1, whoever is in your heart. Number 2 is waiver. Could possibly be number 1. Number 3 is anybody else you don't have. Or, I guess number 3 could be if you want a second NP upgrade.
Like utility-wise, besides waiver, like if you had him already, I think, like, John would be pretty good. Achilles is pretty good.
Yes.
Napoleon has his 50% charge, so he's pretty good. Drake is good. I don't remember who else is on it.
It's just the permanent ones.
Yeah, I mean, so if you don't have her, you could get, you know, Saber or something.
I'll get, like, Artoria. Mordred or something.
Yeah, Mordred's really cool. Yeah.
Ozzy's a really great rider. Yeah. I mean, he won't do you too much.
You won't really go wrong
2P farming with him, but
the good ones.
Yeah. Honestly, like, I don't think there's any, like, particularly bad servant to even really choose. Because I feel like any servant that you end up picking always seems to have a niche of some sort.
Yeah,
or at least has something good about them. So I don't think it's, you know, for you, Osakabe Hime ticket, I agree.
Yeah.
Osakabe Hime is great.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's continue, or else we'll never go.
We'll never make it past. Is this still section 1?
Yes.
Oh. We'll make it past section 1. Yes. We will. Eventually.
Oh, be quiet. Oh, jeez. Oh, be quiet. I just have a little heartburn from eating too much cake, that's all.
Yeah, you ate half of ours.
Maybe stop eating cake and you'll be
That's
okay.
what happens when you eat our share of stuff.
I'm in perfectly good health. I'll have you know, a third-rate magician can handle this poison without a problem. Then, of course, I can too. That aside, we're still no closer to getting our bearings here, even with the locals sharing. Our first order of business is gathering as much information as possible, otherwise we have no way of knowing where to even begin. Where to begin? How about we begin with finding Koyanskaya, like we originally planned?
Yeah, that's true.
A fair point. I sincerely doubt she'd come here on a lark. Very well then. How do we track her down?
I thought we put her, like, coordinates in or something.
Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah, I managed to solo Lion King boss with the support Mordred. Yeah, honestly, Mordred and Siegfried are great. Are great servants to use for that final boss in Camelot. Just because, like, you know,
did you solo it with your Sunai-kun?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I mean, because Siegfried has enough health to tank, and so can. And Mordred, and he has his dragon buff and their, you know, dragon trait.
Yeah.
And Mordred has her whole, like, Artoria thing on attached to her NP or something that can help do more damage. My solo didn't was done Mordred survivor and defense buff. Yeah, I just used the IQ arts team who needs Mordred when you got sitting EX. That's true, sitting EX all the way. But I'm pretty sure her. I don't really remember anymore because it was so long ago. But Camelot doesn't Shishio have like pierce invincibility or something? She does.
So you have to be careful about that. But otherwise,
yeah. But no, Yagi was very good as well. Anyways, let's keep on going. Alright, we'll never find her if we merely walk around without a plan after all. Given that this is a lost belt, we know there must be a cryptor guarding its tree of emptiness somewhere. And just like in Scandinavia, this lost belt's tree doesn't seem to be visible. Yes, that concerns me too. The Russian tree was so large as to be visible from hundreds of kilometers away. The fact that we cannot see it here means that it must be disguised, as it was in Scandinavia. And that in turn means this Lost Belt's king understands that it is something best kept hidden. Of course, if they so wished, a fairy or sage could make a mountain disappear with relative ease. I believe it.
Yeah.
I really don't want to imagine going up against someone like that, but given everything so far... Indeed, even if we were to capture Koyanskaya today, we cannot simply leave this lost belt behind. As long as it exists, it remains a threat to proper human history. Sooner or later, we will need to face the cryptor responsible for it. All the more reason for us to hurry along with our investigation. Alright, let's go. Maybe not. We're still on bodyguard duty. Maybe we can split up or something.
I don't know. We have so few people, I don't think splitting up would be that good.
That's true.
Especially since half of us, I mean, Holmes is still recovering, Da Vinci's in charge of the border, Munir can't fight. Mash is kind of, she's trying her best. We kind of suck, and then Gordolf is just down.
And then Neja,
and then there's Neja. So I don't think we should split up.
Alright, you're all being far too generous, agreeing to be this village's bodyguards. I mean, I can understand how scared those villagers would be if the Kirshat were to suddenly attack again, but... I assure you, Mr. Gordolf, this is all a part of our investigation. Gordolf is like Aqua, but more useless and thicker as well. He's trying his best, What was that? It's safe to assume that those hostile creatures are the same type of demonic beast we fought in Russia. Think back to when we first learned about them. Alright. The Krishat are demonic beasts that originated in the Russian Lost Belt and possesses numerous characteristics that let them survive in its frigid environment. But this Lost Belt is far too warm for such creatures. Oh, now I get it. So that's why Mash and Samantha agreed to help. Right. This has everything to do with us. The fact that those creatures showed up in a different Lost Belt can only mean that someone brought them here. Indeed, someone who can come and go between lost belts as they please.
I'm kind of surprised that they didn't pick up on the armband branding that those.
Well, I mean, we already know where it comes from, though.
No, but them, they.
Oh,
they
because
them,
yeah,
right?
the NFF services.
I'm surprised for somebody let's say Holmes, who's really observant and stuff.
Yeah.
Not nobody saw.
That's true. I guess
the armband on,
especially when you have dead monster carcass at
right?
your
Because
floor.
it's not like they turn to dust like a servant, right? They just
Yeah.
lie there.
I guess so. Since we can of course eliminate ourselves as suspects, that only leaves one possibility. Tamovich Koenskaya. Yes, I mean they already know that though.
Yeah.
So I guess it's fine.
They were just getting there.
Precisely, a most astute interjection. Miss Samantha Watson would have been proud. Yes. Grr. Finding Koenskaya remains our priority, but at the moment we have far too little information to act on. If anything, the Krishad's appearance is our only real lead so far. We cannot afford to overlook it. Hey, can I say something? Alright. I sent out a surveillance drone toward the capital, and I discovered something interesting. Alright, what's up? Oh, was there actually a city out that way? I tried zooming in and clearing up the long-range footage as best I could, and, well, it's easier if you just take a look. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay. That doesn't really look like a city to me, but
kind of looks like.
it looks like.
Is it like a some sort of
flower?
Flower, yeah. Right?
I mean, I saw the green twisting stem-like thing. I'm like,
that's what I
I'm
thought.
like Jack and the Beanstalk. I mean, at first I saw this thing and I'm like, Laputa. We were just like, okay, all right, what the hell?
All right. What if it's like some sort of cocoon, like a wasp nest or something?
Oh, ew, gross.
That'd be gross, yeah.
For once, I am genuinely at a loss for words.
Yeah.
So much for a civilization never developing here.
Right?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, maybe they just hogged it all.
If they've got the science and engineering know-how to build a metropolis like this, then they've come way further technologically than we thought. I mean, there's not a single support column holding this thing up, so they've obviously figured out how to make it float. Yeah. That little twig of a stem, yeah. And since it's clearly no giant air bladders or the what? And since it's clearly no giant air bladders or the like, I've got to wonder just how the hell they're making something like that heavy float.
Maybe somehow it's really light.
I mean, like, look at those yellow wing-like things.
Yeah,
Maybe
right?
it can fly. Perhaps magecraft is used openly here. Either that, or they really have advanced scientifically to the point where they can control gravity.
They kind of look like wings, though.
Yeah.
I don't know, like a spacecraft or something.
In the latter case, they would be well ahead of proper human history, at least in terms of technology. Oh, and while I was at it, I grabbed some footage of that weird perfectly straight line in the sky, too. Here it is at max magnification. Oh! What is this thing? Well, for starters, it's about 2,000 kilometers above us, so it's just barely in low orbit, but by my estimates, it's more than 5 kilometers wide. 5 kilometers wide, holy.
That's pretty big.
It's not even the best part. It stretches along the entire observable sky of the Lost Belt. Wow, yeah, wow. Then how come we couldn't see it before entering this Lost Belt? If it's 2,000 kilometers up, that's gotta put it above the storm clouds, right? That must mean that the Lost Belt's borders prevent anything within from being seen, storm or no. Anything built during their history, no matter how big it might be, is impossible to observe from the outside. Forget measuring size and mass. From the outside, there is no way to even know it exists at all. Even now that we can observe it, I have no idea what it is or what it's for. If the people of this world built it themselves, that raises even more questions. I'll say, how can something like that exist when life in this farming village is so primitive? Good question, Meneer. I kept flying the drone around in every direction, but I didn't see any other buildings or structures even remotely excuse me, even remotely close to the scope of the capital.
Maybe you should try drinking some water.
Well, the sentences are really long. Alright. East, excuse me. East, west, north, south. It was nothing but fields everywhere I looked. Seriously? Man, I can't tell if this place is way ahead of proper human history or way behind it. Whatever is taking place here, it no doubt stems from this world's deviation from proper human history. Da Vinci, I trust you can determine the capital's latitude and longitude from here? What happens when you map it to the China we know? Is there a record of a capital city dating back to a well-known dynasty there? You already figured that out. I wanted to keep you all in suspense a little longer. I can certainly understand the desire for a dramatic reveal of your information. Under the present circumstances, however, I'm afraid we are reliant on you for all such inquiries, so please give us your information now. Yeah, you made your point. Based on its distance from our present location, it corresponds to proper humans' histories, Xianyang Prefecture, okay? Xianyang, isn't that... Indeed, it dates back to the Qin dynasty. Qin? That was before the Three Kingdoms era, wasn't it? Does that mean it even predates Xiang Yu and Liu Bang? That's right. The Qin dynasty was a major empire around 200 BC. It's known for being the dynasty of China's first emperor. It was the country ruled by the great Qin Shi Huang. It was all right. Oh, okay.
I was like, is that it? Okay.
So it continues. So that is Chaldea, your enemy. Yes, but not only are they my sworn enemy, they also command a threat to the safety of your empire. Namely, heroic spirits. So heroic spirits are not a thing. Qin Shi Huang is OP. Oh, he definitely is. He definitely is. We see. Indeed. We were quite surprised when you first told us of them. You said this master can summon an army of great heroes from the past, correct? We find this difficult to credit indeed. We are certain you would not lie to us, but how could a few mere soldiers ever hope to overturn our eternal reign? We cannot even imagine the possibility. You underestimate heroic spirits at your peril. Those whose souls are offered to the counterforce are given tremendous power to ensure the continuation of humanity. TBH. Trust me when I say that a single servant is easily the equivalent of 1,000 ordinary soldiers.
Oh yeah, easily.
Oh yeah. So this Alaya you spoke of, you said it was the sum total of human consciousness? This sounds like pure nonsense to us. Is this the manner of thing you simply accept in your own world? You make an excellent point, Your Imperial Majesty. My world was more chaotic and less complete than yours. It must have been, if something so preposterous as resurrecting dead heroic spirits to fight in one's place is considered normal.
Well, not really, but...
We cannot help but wonder how a world where such things were necessary to maintain order could have lasted. I must warn you too, Your Imperial Majesty. The Master of Chaldea is an enemy you can't afford to ignore. I actually really like this sprite of hers.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
I think it looks really good on her.
Yeah, me too. Like, Wada Arco, like, I really like their work. Anyways, I've seen him crit an Avenger to death. Well, I am not surprised.
I wouldn't be that surprised either.
He's very, very good at what he does.
He sucks to fight too.
He's very good at challenge quests, let me just say
He's very good at challenge quests. He's also very good at being a boss.
Yeah. Yes. Ah, right. We had forgotten that you are from the same world as Akta Kominskaya. Is that Kominskaya?
I don't know.
There's no A.
Yeah.
Kominskaya. Whatever. My name is Koyenskaya, Your Imperial Majesty. Do you think you could try to remember this time? Watch your tongue when speaking to the Emperor Wrench. Old Man Lee!
I want for him so bad, but I'm not gonna have the courts.
No matter. These visitors come from a world beyond our domain. Of course our customs elude them. Thank you, Your Imperial Majesty. I do understand that you may find it rude and presumptuous of me to warn one so omnipotent as you. But the fact is, Keldia has already brought strange creatures with them that threaten your people's safety. That was you!
Yeah, that was you!
This poses quite a problem for your quarantine as well. Surely you don't want them to get away with this?
See, this is how they're gonna pin the blame on us.
Yeah, it's not our fault. Please, Your Imperial Majesty, if we merely wait for them to reveal their true barbaric nature, it will be too late. If it is so important to you, then why have you not done something about it yourself? You command these servant puppets as well, do you not? Yes, I do. If you would forgive me for disturbing your eternal paradise, I could summon one right now. Very well.
I'm really sorry. We'll keep going.
Very well. Show us exactly what those warriors from another world are capable of. See, I want him, but I'm saving for Kama instead. Ooh, Kama's a good choice too.
Yeah.
I mean, there's quite a bit of time. Kama comes out. I think the Oku event is in April. I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong.
Then.
I think it's around then. So there's a couple of months, and you do have to remember that there's also New Year's.
Right.
So if you're not rolling New Year's, usually we get a good amount of quartz from the New Year's as well. So I mean, not to say that you can bank on it, but definitely I would do the math and see if you can.
Okay, here's the thing though. Old Lee, I'm assuming he comes back a couple of times, so like
true.
Kaldia boys, I believe, and like he has a couple of banners.
I thought we were talking about Qin Shi Huang, but
sorry, Qin Shi Huang. I don't know.
I have no idea.
He comes back eventually. Actually, not super long ago on JP.
Yeah.
And then for Kama, I mean, she has what, 2 banners or 3?
I'm assuming. I know Oku for sure, and that Oku rerun.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if she's had any other banners. I am not familiar with her summoning dates.
Did I get her on a GSSR or Oku rerun? It might have been the rerun, but you'll have your chance.
Yeah. I decided to throw my quartz at Trap instead of Saber Hokusai. I hope my luck returns by then. Prince Welling, show up, please, show up.
Yeah.
And I wish you luck, and I hope you get him. Alright, anyways, let's go. Yes, Your Imperial Majesty. Alright, she's summoning servants too. More servants.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, I really like the music. Oh, wow. That is a
lot of artifacts.
Yeah.
But the backgrounds have all been really nice.
They have been. They really went all out.
Like, maybe because, like, the last LBs were all just snow.
Snow and mountains.
Snow and more snow.
And, like, not that it's not nice or anything.
Like, LB1 were, like, in caves.
like this one just looks really particularly impressive.
It looks, like, really grand, you know?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Anyways, this emperor is much more laid back than I thought. I expected a bit more eagerness to take down the threats to their empire. I had hoped for the same. Nothing ever seems to go as planned with the Emperor, but, oh well, that isn't going to change. Well, sorry you ended up having to do all the work in consequence. I do hope it won't take you too long to finish them off. Is that all you have to say for yourself after all the trouble you've caused? Eek! Please don't glare at me like that, Akta. You're gonna make me cry. We're on the same side in all of this. Well... Besides, isn't the Master of Chaldea every crypter's sworn enemy? Only 2 banners so far for Kama. Yeah, that's what I thought. Probably just the rerun and the initial one. Yeah. And then probably like GSSR. That's probably where I'm guessing. Yeah, you could probably get her outside of that. So I definitely think Qin Shi Huang I think also has 2 banners. So
yeah, these 2 are
tough. That's been tough.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd roll tickets if you have tickets, at least, for Qin Shi Huang. But, like, if you're going for Kama, definitely go for Kama.
I mean, it
doesn't hurt to save. It doesn't hurt to save.
They're not really the same.
That's true.
But, yeah.
Go for your heart. Go for your heart.
Yeah.
Anyways, isn't the Master of Chaldea every crypter's sworn enemy? Of course. You could have lured her to any of the others' territories, and any of them would have made sure to finish her off. I would go so far as to say that any one of them could have been a better pick for this kind of work than me. So why did you have to bring them to China? They're only here because they were following you, right? Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, she's not happy.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Akta. I really thought you would be the best fit for the job, seeing how you're so good at defense and all. Yeah, so good. You see, I actually tried to assassinate her as a favor to Beryl. But I'm afraid things didn't go exactly as planned.
I was actually gonna say, like, you know, like, the last time when we read the intro, like, obviously we had some, you know, shady things going on in the background. But Beryl, I don't know, I'm kind of interested in what his deal is. I mean, obviously we won't be seeing him for a while probably, but
yeah,
you know, especially now that she brings up, you know, as a favor to him, I'm kind of wondering,
trying to get him in her debt, or get him in her debt. Yeah.
Anyways,
I feel like she would do anything to get some leverage on somebody.
Oh yeah, like I wouldn't put it past her, but you know, yeah, sorry if I went on a tangent there.
No,
but
it's
yeah,
okay.
I've been kind of thinking since like the last time when we read the intro, I was like, which character am I like kind of interested in? And that's definitely one of them.
Besides like Kristaria or something.
Well, yeah, I mean, but Kristaria, you kind of know he's like maybe the head honcho or something, and you know, you'll get to there eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyways. See, the poison I used is called Xian Shuai Ming Mai, and, well, I don't suppose you already know what that is, or what it is, do you? I have 36 reports right now for combat. Wow,
wow, nice.
Honestly, I feel like, I mean, obviously, sometimes 300 is not enough, so I definitely feel like if you're saving...
300, yeah, no.
I mean, no, sometimes you can get really lucky, and, you know, 300 is the average, but, you know, sometimes you gotta just pull as much luck in your favor as possible. That's
sometimes
kind of
you have to
that's
make
kind
your
of
own
like
luck.
Yeah, that's sometimes you have to make your own luck. That's kind of how I want to approach things.
Yeah,
like that's one of the reasons why, like, if I want, like, say NP5 Ash or something, I've been saving since January for next year. And so, like, I've got like 1,000 Saint Quartz right now for him, and I'm just like, you know, I need to make my own luck because sometimes that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, no, definitely, I think, because we can long game some of these servants.
Especially on an A.
Definitely, I think using our just you know our time to like our knowledge of, you know, the upcoming events to
that's
plan,
what Clear
right?
Events is for, you know.
Yeah.
Like on JP you're like I'm just eternally screwed, right? But on NA you're like, you know.
Honestly, you need increase and save luck, not just Saint Quartz.
Exactly. Oh, I wish that was possible. I wish that was possible.
Only I could filter my luck into like a bottle and just drink it all and like just use it one time of the year.
I know.
Anyways, let's see. Geez. Well, I don't suppose you already know what that is, do you? Yes. So she knows what it is. You are unbelievable. So you do know about it. You are one smart cookie, aren't you? Well. In that case, you can see where this is going, right? Including what they'll try to do to find an antidote. Luck over Saint Quartz quantity, yeah. But I mean, that's why you try to supplement luck with Saint Quartz quantity.
Yeah, like if you're in a position where, you know, you just have bad luck, like me, you just kind of have to save a lot.
Yeah.
And, you know, be disappointed along the way. But, you know, luck sometimes shines your way, right?
Yeah. I'll need some luck though. Ivan's about to eviscerate me. Well, if you're rolling for Ivan, I hope that he comes. Like, is the Thanksgiving banner still going?
I
have no idea.
Let me see.
Well, I hope.
But yeah, it's a very good chance to get Ivan if you do want him, because he, I don't even know.
Yeah.
How many banners he has? Oh, I don't. Oh, I think it's gone.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, do you know when the Chinchimang banner comes out? I don't think so, but I feel like
should
usually...
be very soon.
Oh, in LB1. Okay, well, I hope he doesn't murder you. Just use the power of a Vice Brawn to bring you...
Sensei will bring you victory.
Exactly. Do you know when Chinchimang will come out? I feel like he's gonna come out soon, because usually the second banner for the stories usually come out a week and a half after the story, and I was assume it would follow JP, so definitely we could look at the release schedule for that. No luck in JP though. 300 Saint Quartz, 20 tickets, no Shikiboo.
Oh no! I mean, I hope you can get her. I mean, she came back for the, is it 22 million download or
whatever million?
I don't know,
something million
download campaign, and yeah, I hope you can get her.
Yeah, and especially JP, the next one, 5.5, is going to be more JP servant stuff, right?
Yeah, actually, I mean, we're pretty excited for the live stream later tonight. So, yeah, we'll see if there's any new servants coming out, because
rip all of our Quartz funds.
I mean, definitely.
Yeah. But anyways, if you are rolling for Murasaki Chiku some more, I hope you can have some of our luck.
I mean, we don't have a lot, but I mean...
Our luck is pretty bad usually, but you know, bad luck plus bad luck might equal good luck.
Somehow.
But anyways, yes, we're gonna try to find an antidote. That's right. Koyanskaya, did you do this on Of course you did. No, I didn't. This time I only had about 10% of a plan. Oh, you actually didn't.
That's quite a gamble.
That's why I wasted no time coming to warn you, Akta. I want to take responsibility, you see? I mean, Kalya's got the world's greatest inventor and greatest detective on their side now, right? I knew it wouldn't take them long at all to figure out where the poison came from. So I thought instead of wasting time trying to sweep this under the rug, it would be much better to fortify our defenses now. Negative times negative equals positive. Exactly! That's how you gotta do it. That's how
Someone will get lucky.
One of us accumulate all the luck.
Yeah. We'll just live vicariously through that person.
Yeah, through everybody else, right? So here I am, warning you about the danger and taking responsibility. Thanks, I guess. Well, I guess that's not us. It's not like you and I are complete strangers, right? So I thought I could help you out with getting rid of Chaldea. Besides, we're both misanthropic outcasts. It only makes sense for us to join forces, don't you think? What a face. True. Not much I know we have in common. But that still doesn't explain why you brought those dangerous pets of yours along. Pets? Perish the thought. They have their dignity, at least as far as wild animals go. So you didn't order them to go around killing people? Of course not. Why would I rob myself of the pleasure of torturing and killing humans?
That's true.
No, they're just doing their best to survive and find food in an environment they're not used to.
They just came along for the ride, I guess.
Don't you find that far more endearing than a bunch of defanged livestock like this nation's people? That's not the problem, and you know it. How can you set demonic beasts from another lost belt loose here? If the Emperor finds out you're the one responsible for them, you will find yourself in real trouble. Oh, that? You might say that's just part of a lifelong project for me. Don't worry, I promise I won't make any trouble for you.
A lifelong project?
Lifelong project, You have your own life's work you've devoted yourself to, don't you, Akta? I think we'll both be happier if we just stay out of each other's way.
Man, I can't even think of how many times we need to fight her.
Fine, what's done is done, after all. There's no way I'm letting Chaldea mess up my nice, stable lost belt. Don't you dare go easy on them, Saber. As you wish, Master. I promise, I won't let you down. Huh? When did you summon him? I can tell he's got a beautiful face underneath that mask, too. No fair, Akta. How come you're the only one who gets a certified hottie working for her?
I mean, you can be your own certified hottie, right?
That's not why he's here. Ugh, just shut up already, you damn fox. Alright. I think we're done section 1.
Yay!
Not too bad.
Oh yeah, new mats.
Right.
Ooh, it's that weird ass crop circle.
Alright, section 2, let's go. I wonder who to bring. Alright. Question mark. This was my farming team.
Isn't Yaku's, like, final session so cool?
It is so cool. Anyways, I guess this will work. I hope I'm fighting something that's not an archer. Well, if it's an archer, I guess we try again. Alright, section 2.
I mean, maybe you could still power your way through it if it's like, you know.
Alright, section 2, Eternal Empire. Let's go.
What if it's the tiger tanks?
Ooh, tiger tanks. Oh,
I don't know.
That's the only thing I remember about seeing tiger tanks. I think you need an archer. Well, I didn't bring one. That's too bad for me. Alright, Qin Shi Huang, the Emperor of Qin. Ha ha, Qin Shi Huang, you say? Don't you think that's a little far-fetched?
No.
Qin Shi Huang is from the BC era. How could he possibly still be alive in 2020? Anything's possible. This year's been kind of weird.
You just gotta believe.
Well, normally you'd be right. But are you forgetting the Tsar we just fought recently? The Tsar we just recently fought who had been living for around 500 years? Who needs class advantage in a lost belt when you got good civ? Exactly! Best civ. So, is it really such a stretch that a Chinese emperor might have managed to survive over 2,000 years? The Qin Empire has had a legal system, standardized units of measurement, paper money. It was very much ahead of its time in many ways.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. Didn't he also like standardize like road sizes and stuff like that?
Yeah.
He did a lot of stuff like infrastructurally that was really good for China as well.
Especially at the time.
Oh yeah,
right?
Definitely.
Like
China would go on to see the rise and fall of many other dynasties. But when it comes to making progress as a civilization, such instability is unhelpful. If Qin had remained as the sole power in China, no doubt it would have reached a point where it would easily swallow up neighboring countries, which could in turn have sped up humanity's overall progress considerably. Do you have rituals or lucky charms you boost your chances of getting your preferred servants? I mean,
we usually try to have some
catalysts.
They usually have, I would say,
moderate to low success.
Yeah.
But we still like to keep them on hand. I mean, like for us, we're definitely the types that we like buying merchandise and stuff anyway. So they're just kind of
we have them on hand.
namesake summoning catalysts, but
right.
We don't go out of our way. You know how sometimes people draw art and like do that type of stuff. Like we're not the type to really do that, but we usually bring out all of our merchandise of said character and like, please come home.
Yeah. I mean, for the upcoming like Jinshi Huang banner, I don't think we have anything.
I mean,
even like Fukuyama Jun wise, I don't think we have anything.
Yeah. But I mean, sometimes we have some stuff.
Like I sold my Lelouch figure.
Too bad. But yeah, I mean, sometimes we pray to items, but doesn't mean that it works in our favor.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, yes, have sped up humanity's overall progress considerably. Washington Georgia Commission, and I hope that works for the GSSR.
Oh.
Honestly, like when sometimes how people have their whole like catalyst stations set up and
right.
and then when you like press it and then it is that servant like it's really amazing. Or like sometimes
the people who watch like videos and then like summon at the same time and it totally works and you're like what?
Yeah. Jeez, I remember people like when like say Apocrypha came out, people had the Apocrypha like anime going
Karna
or something, and then they like press the summon button and Karna would appear. It totally works, right? Dave Kanaki buff is another reason to watch it, and it's funny. Yeah, definitely. Anyways, yes, progress. Yep, I could easily see that happening if someone like Qin Shi Huang had been able to keep on ruling. In fact, he actually spent a lot of his later years searching for a way to achieve immortality. Qin collapsed due to political instability after Qin Shi Huang's death, right? In which case, if Qin Shi Huang somehow succeeded at becoming immortal in this history, much like how Ivan the Terrible did so by becoming a Yaga, it would theoretically be possible for China to skip all of its years of instability and civil war and go straight to modernization.
Yeah, okay.
That could definitely explain how they were able to build something so huge along a satellite orbit path. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the sort of thing Qin Shi Huang wanted to build all along. One thing we do know is that this nation has not seen the kind of societal change that typically accompanies scientific progress. That's true, I guess.
Yeah.
Because they're all just under one ruler for who knows how long, right? The advancement of science inevitably makes authoritarian regimes obsolete past a certain point. But just look at that village.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, that those people who live in the village, it's not like they have a lot of technology like we were talking about earlier, but, this one particular spot clearly is very technologically advanced.
Yeah, they might as well be stuck in the BC era. Regardless of who this most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor residing in Xianyang may be, it seems clear that he has no intention of sharing the benefits of all this progress with his citizens. Hang on! Some sort of projectile was just fired from the capital. It's headed in this direction. Oh my god.
Of course it is!
A projectile.
It's like another Sigurd attack or something.
In fact, it looks like it's going to land right in this village.
Oh, I bet it's Lan Lang. We do fight him, don't we?
Yeah, right, projectile.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
I can see it from here. It looks like a rocket. A rocket. I certainly hope it's not some sort of intercontinental ballistic missile. Intercontinental ballistic missile.
Well, that would suck.
Okay. Let's see. I came to Korea and spent 18 tickets and got another printer MP4, but it backfired. Oh no! I sort of needs a term skill. I think landing needs a term skill, and sometimes tickets can be finicky. Like, usually tickets get me nothing, but sometimes...
You get, like, mapo tofu or something.
Sometimes it can be quite nice, because, I mean, like, I had, like, 20 tickets or so for the recent Ereshkigal banner. I wanted Ereshkigal, and I kept on getting Medusa, like Lancer Medusa.
Oh yeah.
She's like, go away.
I mean, she on rate up though. She was. But
you know, you see Gold Lancer, and you're just like,
yeah, I get that.
Anyways, oh, that's a benefaction. Yeah, the most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor uses those grand gifts whenever there's a celebration.
So
it's like a firework? We know exactly where it lands, so it's perfectly safe as long as you keep your distance. Why would there be one now, though? Is today some sort of holiday?
They're celebrating our arrival.
Oh. I only rolled Ereshkigal because I want to suffer with a streamer I was watching who both ended up pulling her somewhere. Wow, congrats! That's good! Sometimes shared suffering equals a positive, right?
Yeah.
Negatives and negatives make positives? I don't think so. Then it's not an attack after all. That's a relief. But it still seems like a rough way to send a package. Well, whatever works, I guess. I'm afraid we're not so lucky. I'm seeing vital signs inside that thing, along with a magical energy signal we're all too familiar with. That's a master and their servant. No mistake. Ah! If they mean to attack us, we will respond with due force. Fo! Oh, come on, you're telling me they're making their way here in that? That does seem like a somewhat less than ideal conveyance. It will no doubt be a rough landing. No problem there, since it's a master traveling with their servant. They can just jump out right before it lands. The servant can handle the landing.
Yeah,
they sure can. Exactly, Samantha. I knew you'd know how to make an effective use of a servant. Here it comes. Everyone, brace for impact. Alright, who's there? Hey.
Yes.
As we expected. So that is this Lost Belt's cryptor. That is Akta Hinako. I see, so China's her territory. Akta. Looks like you're taking this seriously, Mash. And here I thought I'd find you smirking.
I don't think we've ever seen Mash smirk.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I'd never do that. I take no joy whatsoever in fighting you. Then you're even more hopeless than I thought. You're no better than animals who lack a concept of shame. I feel no more animosity towards you than I do a cockroach nest before I exterminate it. Even that is more emotion than you deserve. Okay.
Wow.
That's terrible. Yeah. Yikes, are you really Akta Hinako? You're nothing like you were back in Chaldia. Da Vinci, so it's true. You really were killed. You might not believe me, but that body of yours is perfect.
Okay.
You have achieved the realm that humans cannot reach with their meager insight. The true new form that the intelligent aim for. I see. I'm surprised you would make something like that, Leonardo. Humans really are just... No, as long as you're a part of Chaldia, that makes you my enemy. You'll have no sympathy from me. Saber, eliminate them. Remove these eyesores from my sight. As you wish, Master. Here they come, Senpai. Alright, let's go. We're about to face Akta Hinako and her saber. Commencing battle. Alright, good thing it's not an archer. That's all I can say. But it's okay. We got Altera with us, and
I mean,
Arthur.
From what I remember, he's not that difficult to fight.
Oh
so
no, I don't think so
should
either.
Be fine.
Yeah, I used my clairvoyance EX to see landing approaching.
I wish they translated that.
Yeah.
You play Fate Arcade? Nope.
Nope.
We have no access to Fate Arcade.
I think arcade's only in Japan, so...
Yep, that's kind of what I meant.
Also, arcade just seems like really expensive.
Yeah.
Like, you have to pay per minute.
Yeah.
That's brutal. But maybe I just don't understand.
They do release exclusive servants, so...
Oh, yeah, Santa, what's her name?
Suzuka.
Yeah, honestly, that was really exciting. I mean,
when we saw her, we didn't know who she was.
Yeah, initially. I saw this, I'm like, who is this? I'm like, oh, it's Suzuka. Right, okay, like those Garu type of...
Right. But, it suits her.
Japan always gets good stuff. Yeah, FGO's made for a Japanese audience, I think, so...
Yeah. Japan, even with other games, is pretty into region locking things, so... Yeah, it's pretty typical.
Yeah, but anyway, Suzuka. Yeah, Hell no, last year I didn't really care too much about... Oh, yeah,
that's right. I completely forgot about her.
But Suzuka, I was like, damn, I kind of actually want this. Like, that was the only time I'm like, damn you, arcade, I'll never forgive you, like, you know. but no, I'm interested in what they'll do for Christmas this year, but with this LB 5.5 coming out, like, do we even have time for Christmas? We do, right?
I can't imagine that it would last for that long. If they do it in the last maybe 2 weeks of December or so.
I guess so.
Possible.
But, like, they were talking about new LB chapters, so, like, unless if this 5.5 is this LB chapter...
I think it is. I don't know.
Unless if this 5.5 is our new Christmas, but, like...
No, I don't think so. I don't know. We'll have to see, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, at least we get to have Clairvoyance EX. Exactly. That's all that matters for us NA players, I guess.
Yeah. On JP,
you just kind of like clutch your sync cords and be like, please.
Although they make it kind of difficult sometimes.
Did you get the new Xbox or PlayStation 5 yet? Nope. No, did not. The PlayStation is pretty interesting. I feel like I'm more interested in that. The Xbox, I have no idea what games are on Xbox, to be quite honest.
For me, like, I guess I'm the type of person where, I'd rather have a catalog of games to play rather than just, one or two.
Depending on the game, we spend a lot of time playing, like,
that's
games.
True.
Like, Animal Crossing, like, wow, that hurt. Like, we spent a lot of time playing Animal Crossing.
We spent a lot of time playing
And now we're playing Pokemon, and Pokemon's just, like, everyday shiny hunting. It's brutal. Like, I don't have time to play other games. Alright. Jeez, I've got to mood with you. What is he gonna do? Nothing.
He's gonna gain bond. That's what he's gonna do.
That did a bit less than I thought it would, but it's AoE.
Well, to be fair, he's not that strong.
Yeah. You can do it, Mood. Live. Good job. Alright. Let's use this at least.
What the heck is up with this thing I'm fighting in JP? Oh, it's Chiron. Well, that's why everything's dying.
Oh no. Come on. No!
Mood, no!
Ah! Well, you tried your best. Nintendo doesn't have enough to offer, in my opinion. I'm a PlayStation guy. Well, okay, that's fair. Like, you do you, obviously. For us... Yeah, I guess, Because we bought the Switch initially for that upcoming, Shin Megami Tensei. Yeah. But that's been announced for who knows how many years, and I'm like, at this point, I don't even know if it's gonna come out on the Switch.
I think it will. It's supposed to.
But, yeah. Breaking news, Jack the Ripper, best Kohai, best goddess, and murder of Mammoth, Lost Bell King. Good job! Honestly, like, what? He's a writer, yeah. I feel like I used Jack too. I don't really remember anymore.
You probably did. Did you use Semiramis?
Maybe. I don't remember, but yeah, no, Jack's a great choice, and congrats, you beat it.
Yay, more Saint Quartz.
More Saint Quartz. Alright, anyways.
Make that luck.
Exactly, make it happen for you. Gah, now I see. No wonder Ophelia and Kadok lost. You're obviously used to fighting with servants. That experience has given you quite an edge. Ishko support for the win. Yeah! Master, it would be foolish to continue this battle any longer. I suggest we make a temporary retreat. Damn, I really underestimated them. Let's go, Saber. Yes, Master. Whoa. How'd they run away?
Why didn't they just do that to come here?
Wait, no, but like, yeah, I was gonna say, it's not like they have a rocket to fly back, right?
Yeah, they just like teleported.
Whatever. Akta. The enemy has retreated, Master. The battle is over. Fo. I'm surprised they gave up so easily. Then again, Akta was always pretty decisive. No, I'm afraid we neither dealt her a decisive blow, nor were we able to make her show her hand. If anything, Nashi knows how strong we truly are, but she is a lot stronger than she lets on. That's true. Yeah, she's a tough opponent. Looks like she wasn't kidding about exterminating us like cockroaches.
Well, that's not gonna be...
Well, she didn't hold back.
Yeah.
She only took the direct approach this time because she thought she could wipe us out. This just wasn't the sort of fight she wanted. She'd rather retreat and figure out a strategy that will let her win without putting in any real effort. Looks like that profile of hers saying she was a neat freak was right on the money. Ooh, back here. So you went and made a great fool of yourself. We will not laugh at you. Your little show with the Chaldeans was interesting. Wow, you can certainly see things from really far away. Oops, no. Okay, I blame no one but myself for my disgraceful performance. Still, perhaps now you at least understand the threat these invaders pose, Your Imperial Majesty? A threat? A threat, you say? Why should we feel threatened just because you retreated? I really like the music in this room. Well, since your little display amused us, you may continue it. In fact, you may bring 10 of our puppets with you for the second act. 10. With all due respect, Your Imperial Majesty, if you treat this latest disaster as mere entertainment... The tower speaks?
Oh no, I think he's just hidden.
Yeah.
I think this is just maybe this is his perspective? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we're in the perspective of
Qin Shi Huang.
Question mark.
Question mark.
What was it? The most glorious of majestic heavenly emperor. Yes, that's right. We might say the same of you, Akta. Given the reluctance with which you engage in combat, we can only conclude that this is some sort of game to you. If you're going to fight, then fight to win. There is nothing to be gained by running away before you suffer so much as a single loss. I think the whole tower is him, I think. Oh, okay. I wouldn't put it past it. Alright, look at that horrified face. Understood, Your Imperial Majesty. I won't fail again. Good. We look forward to a future showing with a bit more substance to it. Oh, Your Imperial Majesty. You're so bad. Jeez, I'm gonna say that again. Oh, Your Imperial Majesty, you're so bad. Is this your way of pushing or punishing poor little Akta? Oh, it's the Mothman. Yep, it definitely is. Is that how it seemed to you, Kominsky? I'm trying to butcher her name as bad as possible. Koyanskaya! We see no sense in punishing her when we do not yet even think of these Chaldeans as our enemy. They may have come here from another world, but that is also true of you and Akta. Huh? Yes, I suppose that's true. If these Chaldeans are here to mount an attack, we would have to suspect you two are their advanced guard.
That's true.
Akta and I came here to pay our respects and offer our services as soon as we arrived, Your Imperial Majesty. But the only thing Chaldea has done since they arrived is cause trouble and mayhem in your territory. Don't you think that sets us apart kind of a lot? Indeed, you have a point. But is that not why Akta went after them? To scold them for their poor manners? Ha ha ha! You outsiders certainly do care a great deal about etiquette. Well, they're trying to get you to do something. Alright, let's go.
I think we're fighting him again.
Ooh, lots of unknown.
3 random guest servants.
Let's bring this one, I guess. Alright, since we know what class at least it is, we will bring the right people this time. What was it? Rider. Okay. Actually, probably better to bring Ishtar. And
You can bring Yanqing.
Oh, true, my boy. Here we go. Oh, wait, I wish I had waiver. Alright, well, whatever. We'll bring the guest servant.
Didn't
That's
you want
okay.
to bring the...
Bring what?
Like, the other Mystic Code, the Lost Belt one?
It's not the Lost Belt one right now?
Nope.
Oh, probably because I changed it for when it was the lineup where it was, like, just Mash and Nisha. I'll just change it back. What's Akita Hinako like? Good question. Well, the last version of me wasn't too involved with Team A, so I can't speak from experience. But her record said she was extremely careful in every aspect of her relationship to others. That reminds me, Kadok used to say she had a personal connection to director Marisbury. Oh, I see. Really? That's news to me. Then again, I could see her knowing Kadok to believe that, or allowing Kadok to believe that. I think that must be Mordred. Who's Mordred? But why would she do that? Probably to keep the kid at arm's length, I guess. I wouldn't be shocked to hear she had similar strategies for everyone.
That's true.
My guess is that she was trying to cultivate a very specific image for herself among Team A. Namely, to leave the faintest impression among them, to seem neither too hostile nor too friendly. Okay. In other words, a stalwart misanthropy or
something.
Well, yeah, basically. But you don't have to be quite so blunt about it, Holmes. True, she did like to keep to herself. She did her best to avoid interacting with anyone. The main thing I remember about her is how quiet she was. I never saw her upset or even smile. If she wasn't curled up in a corner of her room reading, it was because she was getting new books from the library. I always felt bad about interrupting her. Honestly, I'm pretty sure she wasn't cut out for combat. Honestly, I'm pretty sure she wasn't cut out for combat at all, no matter how much aptitude she may have had for being a master. Based strictly on her profile, out of all of the cryptors, I thought she might be the only one who could maybe resolve things with peacefully. Oh, we could. Jeez, I can't read. I thought
you need help.
No, I can do it. I thought she might be the only one we could maybe resolve things with peacefully. Well, you couldn't have been more wrong. I'm still getting chills from those icy glares of hers. I've never seen such a naked contempt in my life. Never seen such naked contempt in my life, yes. The only thing that comes close is Koyanskaya's glare whenever I'd make a move on her after having too much to drink.
Well, that would deserve it.
Yeah, don't do that. True, Akita Hinako we just fought was nothing like the quiet girl her profile described. Her sheer hostility was... No, not hostility. It was more like disgust. Either way, I never expected that from her. There's one thing I can remember that might help explain it. She has a lot of wardrobe changes, Fox Lady does. Yes, she does. But honestly, I think she looks good, though, in, like, everything.
Yeah.
It was back when we were all taking a break in the rec room, sometime after Team A had been formed. Kadok was nursing a drink while Beryl cheered him on. Kristaria and David were arguing about mythology. Peperoncino was teasing Ophelia with some sort of joke. As usual, Akta was off reading by herself, refusing to participate in any of the conversations. I'm certain that whenever I looked directly at her, she always had her nose in her book.
Well, it doesn't mean she's not listening, so
That's true. I'm sure anyone else who had been there would agree with me. But when I happened to catch a glimpse of Akita's reflection in a glass I was polishing, I realized that wasn't the case at all. She was actually just hiding her face behind the book, and was in fact keeping a close watch on each of us. She was so guarded, almost as though she was terrified of something. But by the time I turned around to look at her, she had her nose back in her book. She's aware of you, too.
Yeah, right.
She went right back to pretending to read the second she sensed my eyes on her. Well, that's kind of unnerving. Akta wasn't disinterested in her teammates at all. If anything, I think she was so suspicious about something that she never let her guard down.
Well, I mean, it's a good way to, I guess, gather information on her end, I guess, about, her partners and who she's working with. And I mean, like, mages and how they're always kind of at each other's throats. They don't really give much away about each other normally, so I feel like for her, even though she's not directly engaging with, her teammates, like, it's a good way for her to, scope out.
And I feel like, like, I wouldn't put it past any of these mages to not keep tabs on each other to some degree, right?
So, I mean, even though they're like, oh, so scary or ruthless or whatever.
And, like, always knows in books, but I just feel like everybody's kind of just doing that in their own way, possibly.
Yeah.
Anyways, unfortunately, I was never able to ask her why she was so afraid of her team. It seemed like a subject I should avoid at all costs. Sounds to me like she was more guarded about people in general than her teammates specifically. Maybe there was something she was trying to keep a secret. We still have her background file along with the results from her selection exam. Maybe we should take another look at it. Okay. Want to handle that, Holmes? This sort of thing is what you detective types are all about, right? That and investigating cheating spouses, of course. Unfaithful spouses aside, this sort of thing is indeed where a true detective shines. By all means, send the data to my workshop. Ooh, okay.
Well, under attack again.
Your attention, please. I have a Da Vinci warning to make. Shan Yang just fired another projectile. It doesn't look like this one's aimed at the village. But after calculating its landing point, I found it's coming from the same direction in which Akta Hinako retreated. And I'm pretty sure that means reinforcements, right? Sounds like it. I think so too. Of course, it'd be suicide to send normal soldiers via rocket, so probably carrying weaponry. Akta's almost certainly going to try and attack us again, so we need to be ready to fight back. Da Vinci, what about summoning more servants? I believe enough time has passed that it should be more than possible to do so. Yep, we're all set here. All set there. In fact, I just finished the summoning right now. Ooh, who do we bring? Since we're going up against an empire that has stood for thousands of years and its emperor... Hey! Oh, so this is more... Okay, I got it now. Okay, so when I chose the gold servant, you're like, that must be more... I understand your comment now. Alright. I decided to bring along 3 musketeer rebels. Which one's D'Artagnan? Is that me? Musketeer rebels? Oppression, yeah. Mordred, the rebel of the Round Table. Sup, guys? Spartacus, the liberator of the slave gladiators. Death to all oppressors! And Jinko, the world's foremost expert in assassinating Qin Shi Huang.
Well, they tried.
Wait, what? That's why you brought me here? Do your best. Yeah, that makes sense.
Jinko just wants to drink and have a good time.
You're trying to take down the Qin Emperor, right? And Qin Shi Huang with it, right? You're giving me another chance to kill him, right? Oh, that is great, really. Definitely couldn't have picked anyone better for the job. But what's with the three musketeers thing? The more the merrier? You know, my spirit origin, hell, even my noble phantasm has got to be stronger than ever thanks to the fame and tradition boost, but how come I'm getting treated like I'm second string? Believe in yourself, Jinko. I mean, I don't have any objection to you choosing to summon me, of course. It's just... pitiful. Now, we all hate oppressors here. I would be honored to fight by your side in toppling this one, heroic spirit assassin Jinko. Hell yeah, my old man's fought Keldia a bunch of times too, you know? Yeah, we've really fought
a bunch of times.
A bunch of times.
Yeah.
You said this guy's an emperor? No sweat then. I don't know what back-ass word Roman province he rules, but I'm sure we have plenty of chances to off him. Is it just me, or is it Spartacus' inability to make sense of rubbing off on Mordred? I thought he made sense.
Pretty Mordred-y.
I don't think so. I mean, true, she didn't always make the most sense in Camelot, but she was a huge help to us in London.
I forgot about that.
London?
Yeah, she's in London.
Yeah. Well, whatever. I'm just glad that I'll have allies I can count on to help me out this time. Since I finally have another chance to end Qin Shi Huang's life with my own hands, nothing else matters. Exactly. Let us bring this oppressor to justice together. Nobody plays king around me and lives to do it again. Well, at least they should still be more helpful than Qing Wu Yang was. So I hate to impose on you guys so soon, but the enemy's wasting no time coming after us. There's a servant headed our way at high speed, along with... Hang on, there's more of them now. This is weird. I'm sensing magical energy signals, but no vital signs. No vital signs. Oh, okay. Foot soldiers. No, I can see they aren't human. Are those puppets? Perhaps some sort of automata? Correct. You just came out of nowhere. Correct. They may be silent, but they are soldiers nonetheless. Thanks to them, I'm finally able to make use of my true skills as a general. Those movements, I did not want to believe. It was... Be careful, Saber. It seems they've added to their ranks as well. Hell yeah, they have. I don't know what this Lost Belt shit is about, but this is my battlefield now. Whatever you're trying to pull, you better believe I'm gonna smash it. Well said. From now on, you will need to contend with LB3 Musketeer. No, none of that. Shame on you.
I'm not a part of this. Yeah. I don't know you guys.
It's take 3. Alright. Let's go. I guess Sparty really liked that name. Yeah, it's not bad. Hero experience and delight in battle and bloodshed, huh? You make me sick. Make sure to finish them this time, Saber. Don't hold anything back. Very well, Master. Then I shall end this with my secret attack.
Maybe he can use his NP now?
Maybe. Oh yeah, because last time when his gauge reached full, he just attacked us.
Yeah.
Slashed us with his sword.
Like extra attack or something.
Alright, Mordred, let's go. Well, no Yancheng. Oh, 70,000. That's a lot of... Okay.
Maybe you should have brought Semiramis.
Maybe I
Sorry
should. I was...
that.
It's fine. Yancheng is doing his best. It's okay. We believe in him. Useless Goddess wants to infester me. Yeah. One day when she gets her NP.
Actually, does she have any boosts for service?
Boosts usually are just for EOR, aren't they?
Oh, that's true.
I probably should have used his quick buff. Oops, I forgot.
Yeah, you definitely
Whatever. I'm surprised that this master appeared so early compared to the last two. Yeah, that's true. I mean, like, in LB1, Karok was just kind of hanging out in his little castle thing with Ivan for quite a while. LB2,
let's see.
Ophelia was also in the castle.
Yeah, I mean, she kind of sent Sigurd to fight us. So it wasn't like, you know...
Oh, I kind of want to use Mordred and chain her, but then that arch chain.
Just chain Mordred, whatever.
But I just want Ishtar's NP, not gonna lie.
Mordred has an NP charge.
Well, so does Ishtar, but I didn't want to use it when I gave her Kaleidoscope. Alright, yeah, let's go. Let's try to get the stars back. Okay. You know, Yancheng's usually pretty bad at getting his NP, but he did decent this time around.
I mean, considering he didn't crit, except, like, his, like,
first one. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Oh, I probably should have used Ishtar's skill thing. I always forget about that. Oh well. Let's see. Alright. I'm still using this Mystic Code. Well, might as well give you this. If I forget, remind me to change my Mystic Code.
I can try to remember.
It's okay. I don't even believe in myself, so... Believe it or not, I got to finish LB3 in 2 days! LB3 I don't think is as long as some of the other ones. So I'm not too surprised, honestly. And you know, usually when new chapters come out, everybody's excited to play them. So you're like, yes, I want to play more. Oh.
All right.
Yeah. I feel like everyone forgets Ishtar's third skill. Yeah, I forget about that. She's impatient, I suppose. Yeah. Don't take my NP away.
This NP should come with a charm, to be honest.
Yeah, it really should. That's what I think.
Not that charm is usually that useful, but you know.
Yeah, you never know, I guess. Oh wait, hang on. Probably that was a bad idea. Whatever. It's done.
Yeah, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, that's fine. It's okay. Yeah, well, this only lasts for one turn.
Yeah, it does.
Damn it. Okay, well, whatever. That's fine. Yanqing, make me stars. I hope he can break the bar.
Oh, I mean, I'd hope he can, at least. Oh, he did.
Oh, okay,
yay.
good. Phew, I almost lost faith in him. I keep on forgetting who's at the back. Oh yeah, Ku. Oh god.
I think maybe you need to change up your lineup.
It's okay. I think it'll be fine.
Every time Ku comes in, you're like, oh jeez, he's so weak.
I mean, he's kind of just sitting at the back for Bond, like Dear Moon.
Yeah.
And Yagyu's at the back for Bond too. Press red, the enemy is dead. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I think I beat him with Gil on JP. I definitely pressed red until he was dead.
Well, Mordred finally got her NP, so that's nice. We can try to live for a few more turns. Alright. Desist. Maybe do this. Alright, that's alright. I used Orion. Yeah, Orion's a good choice. Single target. And also male. Or going against male. I'm going to show the serial through NP animation. That's true. They did get their animation update, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
I totally forgot about that. I mean, it's been really nice that we've been able to get the new NP animations early.
Yeah. Oh jeez, these demonic doggos.
Demonic doggos?
Oh, I'm farming quartz in Olympus right now.
Alright, there we go. Good job, Ishtar. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Ku just hanged around in the middle, doing nothing. Oh, I just remembered. I hope we get that Lone Rider gem.
Oh yeah, we only got friend points today for the advent calendar.
You know, I forgot about that advent calendar thing.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
But honestly, I'm really happy about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, alright, curses! I cannot believe that even my leadership is not enough to defeat them. Leadership is not a weapon. Wearing a mask to boost his leadership capabilities. A level of influence over his forces that borders on a curse. Wow.
It apparently is.
It really is a weapon. That saber's true name is the Prince of Landing, also known as Gao Changong of the Northern Qi. Saber, stand down. We're going to regroup. But you cannot win this battle after your noble phantasm failed. We need a wholly new strategy. As you wish, Master. Wow, they really just come and go and come and go and come and go.
Yeah, no wonder we fight her so often.
The enemy servant and master have retreated. Looks like we managed to survive again. Good job. Fofo! Are you alright, Samantha? It must be difficult for you to be in combat given your condition. I'm fine. I'm fine, it's just a little fever. Well, yeah, kind of. Fever. That's an upgrade from a cough. That's our master for you. I applaud your mettle in not succumbing to this disease.
I thought we were just out of breath.
Oh yeah, out of breath, not coughing.
I'm like, what do you mean? We're coughing?
No, we're just out of breath. Meh, those soldier robot things turned out to be pretty freaking pathetic, huh? Can't believe this king uses them to fight his wars. I've seen scarier dolls. I thought they were supposed to be weapons. What does it mean by discovering the servant's true name? So, a lot of the times, like, the servants have their classes, right? And, like, in typical Holy Grail Wars, they keep it a secret, because if you know the true name, like, the actual name
you can discern possibly
the servant,
their abilities.
Yeah, you can know
what
a
they're
lot.
Capable of.
Yeah, you know a lot about them. So masking their identity is very crucial and important to having an edge over other masters and servants,
or
and
at least
whatnot.
not giving your weakness away.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like if somebody already knew, like, who we were, right, or if we knew already who we were fighting against, then it'd be a lot easier
to deal with them.
Right.
At least to form a plan against them.
Right, like we could like study their history or whatever and whatnot. Sometimes their history there will be a weakness there. Yeah, exactly. And so not revealing their true name is pretty important.
Yeah, it's pretty crucial.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the reasons why in Fate Day Night, like, Saber doesn't tell Shiro what her true name is for a long time, because
especially since he's a bad mage.
He's a bad mage, and if she were to tell him, right, he could possibly get manipulated by the enemy to tell them what her true name is to get an advantage over them, which is obviously not a good thing. So true names are pretty important, and
yeah, and it's partially why some of the obviously. Well, for like some of the EOR stuff, they were,
we find out later, like what their
true names are.
Yeah. Anyways, I can only suffer from this notion the most. I imagine having your heal being a weakness and being weak to assassins. Well, just think about all those assassins. Maybe they're just poking at his heel all the time, and maybe that imagery is kind of weird, but it kind of works, right?
Yeah.
All right. Anyways. Yeah, I figured they'd never send reinforcements by rocket like that. Obviously, I was wrong. No normal flesh and blood soldiers could have survived the impact, but it's no use for these things.
I mean...
no issue for these things,
I mean, considering we knew that there was a lot of technical advancements in that particular, launching rocket area.
Yeah, launching pad.
I mean, considering we saw the rocket launch, I don't see why it's out of scope for these,
like why it's such a surprise to us.
For these robots to come and fight us. It's not like we haven't fought them before, but oh well.
They aren't that important in the game. Yeah, I mean, true names, I guess, aren't as important to us because, usually they introduce themselves and whatnot. Right. I think the only time it really makes a bit of a difference is in EOR. Yeah, story-wise important, gameplay-wise when not as important, counterclass and prey. Yeah. So when you have the right class to fight, it doesn't really matter, like, when you're fighting enemies for this game. But I guess in a typical Grail War and whatnot,
in a typical Grail War, they don't have these sort of advantage, like class advantage stuff. So it's like,
I think that's probably just what they use to balance this game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but anyways, all right, let's just continue. All right, would it be possible to collect the remains? I'd like to study them further. Okay, those machines, yeah, good idea. At a glance, they look like a lot of the same kinds of automata we've fought dozens of times before. I'm interested in their energy source. I think I may shed some light on this world's inner workings.
True.
What is it, Ninja? Something on your mind? Yeah, she looks kinda... Yes, possibly. I would like to take a look at the remains as well. Alright, sounds good. Alright, we're back here again. We saw your battle from here as well. You need not bother with a third attempt. Your servant alone is clearly no match for them. I'm afraid not, Your Imperial Majesty. Then we shall provide you with further assistance, although these servants are indeed formidable foes. Another 100 or 200 foot soldiers are unlikely to make much difference. Ah, what of you? What of your Xiang Yu? Lord Xiang Yu, but he's...
Oh man, we're fighting him already.
Indeed, even now he remains one of our most helpful retainers. But it is when facing an unknown enemy that he shines brightest. It would be a waste to keep him confined to Xianyang under these circumstances, so we shall lend him to you. Make good use of him. I will, Your Imperial Majesty. Such unexpected delight. You are far too kind. Of course she's happy.
Yeah.
Still, sending Xiang Yu out to the front line will require some time to prepare. In the meantime, keep a close eye on Chaldea and continue to ensure they do not attempt to take any action against our empire. Yes, Your Imperial Majesty. Well, well, I've never seen Akta get flustered before. Who knew she had a girlish side to her? That said, I'm surprised you're bringing out Xiang Yu now, Your Imperial Majesty. Don't you think it's time you stop playing around? What a strange question. Do we appear to be treating this as a game to you, Konanskaya?
I don't know.
Konanskaya?
Konanskya. I don't know.
It's Koyanskaya. Man, she's mad. If you truly see Chaldea as a threat now, the sensible thing to do would be to wipe them out in a single overwhelming strike. And in your case, Your Imperial Majesty, you could accomplish that merely by lifting your little finger. Yes, we could, if we so desired. And yet you still sent Akita Hinako out instead. This latest decision may have seemed like you taking things a bit more seriously, but you actually have no reason to believe it will be a decisive blow. Be honest, Your Imperial Majesty. You aren't testing Chaldea, you're testing Akita Hinako, aren't you? Indeed, we can see quite clearly that the threat the Chaldeans pose stems from being backed into a corner, so to speak. What we have yet to see is how Akita will behave when she believes she has found a means to defeat them. Does she come out as a servant in the future? Not saying anything. Koyansky or Akita? Not saying anything. Still, doesn't trust Akita or me one bit, huh? Well, I guess the king of this lost belt wouldn't be a fool, but I can't tell how seriously this whole thing is being taken. It's so much harder to read someone when you can't see their face. That aside, we underestimated these servants. We thought they would be a little more than ghosts, but it seems they are quite skilled. Yes, they are. The magecraft they used is very different from the sage arts your empire has cultivated. So there's more to using servants than summoning the souls of decorated heroes and commanding them? The difference between mere necromancy and heroic spirit summoning is that heroic spirits make contracts to serve their masters of their own free will. So these dead souls lend their strength in response to the existential threat faced by their world. Would you say that is correct? Korean Chihuahua?
Korean Chihuahua.
Korean Chihuahua? Great name.
He's really... Okay, no, this has to be on purpose, right?
Yes, exactly, Your Imperial Majesty. And once again, my name is Koyanskaya. What a horrific proposition. To think your world was so perilous, it could not even let the dead rest in peace. We would never permit such things to exist in our domain. Those who meet glorious ends would never think to threaten the peace of our world. I'm sure. I doubt something like the counterforce would ever be... I'm sure. I doubt something like the counterforce would ever even take root here. We just like the idea of these guests trapezing around with their ghosts doing whatever they please.
I guess that's a way to put it.
Yeah. Fortunately, we have heroes sleeping here who are far more ferocious than those mere ghosts. Is that not correct, Captain of the Guard? Indeed, Your Imperial Majesty, given this potential threat to our nation, I suggest we summon the one sleeping in Mount Lee.
I mean, Captain of the Guard is pretty scary to fight too.
Yeah, so Captain of the Guard is quite hard. Yes, perhaps you are right. Some basic precautionary measures should suffice. We command that the frozen heroes be awakened. Yes, Your Imperial Majesty. Ooh, does this mean you're finally taking this seriously?
I mean, if he was taking it seriously, he'd go himself, right?
Lift a pinky. Apparently that's all he needs.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Section 3. Alright, let's go.
I'm kind of surprised that we're kind of going through this so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, usually, from the previous Lost World, some sections are very long. So
yeah, I kind of wonder how many chapters there are.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of assume that, you know what? Let's bring one of these two. Against, okay, Spartacus it is. What was I gonna say? But, hang on. Let me do this first. I lost my train of thought. Oh, right. So I was gonna say that I guess I kind of expect that, I kind of expect that, like, you know, in other chapters or further chapters, it'll be longer then, because usually there's usually parts with, you know, maybe like the cryptors with the other cryptors or something, and those parts are really long. So
yeah,
I kind of expect that to happen.
Oh, it's 17 chapters.
17 chapters. Wow. Okay, that's not as long as I thought it would be, because some of the previous ones were like 20 chapters or so, I think. I'm surprised that Mulan isn't a servant yet. Yeah, that's kind of true. I mean, we do have quite a few Chinese servants, so maybe it's just not her time yet. But I'd be definitely interested in one.
Yeah, I mean, especially if they're gonna, you know, implement, you know, female servants anyway. I think a badass female like Mulan would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Captain didn't stand a chance against my level 100 Milk with Scotty. Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah, definitely.
Definitely not. Captain, if you're not prepared, kind of hurts. Alright, Farmer A, let's go. Man, that was a hell of a quarrel. Keep this up and one of you is gonna end up dead. Which you probably didn't want to write something long as a guest writer. Okay, I guess that's fair.
That's true.
I mean, if you're like Nasu or something, like, you know,
even if you can write whatever you want.
Even if you write novels, like, people are like, okay, because you're like, yeah, it's on par, like, you get it, right?
Yeah.
But then I guess since you're invited to write just for this scenario, you know, you kind of don't really know how far you can push the limits.
Right.
Especially, you know, if they have to create, you know, new assets and all that stuff to just for your sections and battles and whatnot.
She's probably just writing other stuff too, right?
Yeah, so, yeah. I get that. That makes sense to me. Alright, who's fighting? A quarrel? I think you misunderstand. We were genuinely risking our lives. Oh. Huh? Why is that? For that matter, why do you hit those guys so hard anyway? I mean, I know they started it, but still, you guys must really hate each other.
Can't fight?
Are there no fights here? I guess not.
It's, like, really peaceful.
Yeah. Pardon me, forgive the interruption, but have you ever seen these automata before? Nope, never. What are those things anyway? At first I was freaking out because I thought you'd kill them. But then I saw they didn't bleed even when their limbs broke off, so I thought they might be scarecrows. But making scarecrows that complex seems kind of pointless, so I don't know what to think. Come on, what kind of scarecrow would go around picking fights? Hahaha, good point. I'm surprised these guys aren't scared. Like, you know, just because, like, you know, sometimes Chinese people can be a bit, like, superstitious.
Yeah, but I guess in their case they have a lot. They seem to have a lot of a sense of security.
Yeah, I guess so. In a way that they're kind of a little bit. I don't want to call them primitive, but
naive about possible dangers.
Right, and maybe because they've had this peace for who knows how long, that, you know, their mind isn't open to danger or open to whatever, so even though we were fighting these other things, they're like, you must really hate them. We're like, no, we're just
protecting ourselves.
Exactly.
Or, you know.
It's a matter of, I guess, not what side you're on, but like just kind of perspective, I guess. Anyways. Let's see, Thermal Offensive Season 2 was in 2028, so time was split between this and that. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, and after
I think it did come around that time.
Yeah. I vaguely kind of remember that. And after that, I mean, there was a movie and stuff like that for Thunderbolt Fantasy. So I'm sure he probably
season 3 in April.
I know season 3 is in April, but like I'm sure he probably just went around to get that script ready as well.
Right? Yeah.
Because I mean, Thunderbolt Fantasy the movie came out last year.
Yes.
And then anyways,
whatever.
No more Thunderbolt Fantasy talk. Okay. Miss Samantha, could I have a word with you on the shadow border? Yes. You know the weird thing about this Lost Belt so far? We keep on going outside and coming back in and going back outside and coming back in and going back outside and coming back in.
Well, it's because we're not doing a lot of exploring.
That's true, I guess.
Yeah, because normally we would have like gone out to, you know, see the world.
I guess other places by now. But I mean, like, I get that we need to have private talk too. Yeah. But it's literally like you know, we fought with the villagers, and then we came back here, went back out to charm the villagers, and then came back here.
Well, the difference is that, let's say in the last 2 Lost Belts, we were kind of stuck in the middle of nowhere. We had to venture out to find people.
And now we're just kind of...
But in this case, we immediately found people, right? Yeah. So we don't actually need to venture out. Them. Right.
Yeah. Anyways, tell me, what do you make of the villagers' reactions? They're very laid back. They really took all this in stride, maybe too much so. Yeah, they really did. Indeed, they seemed to be completely oblivious to the danger. They were far more worked up when they found out us trampling their fields. That's true.
Yeah, it's their livelihood.
They literally got up in arms to fight us when their fields were being attacked. I can understand how they might regard our fight with Akta as something that doesn't concern them. But the same cannot be said for those mechanical dolls, or these mechanical dolls. Akta Hinako did not bring these over from proper human history. This technology is foreign to us. What's more, Xian Yang clearly sent them to her to reinforce her, yes. All this leads me to believe that these automata are a type of weapon native to this world, and yet the people who live here claim never to have seen them before. So what? Maybe these are just a bunch of backward country bumpkins. Fofo? We can assume that Akta has formed an alliance with this world's ruler, just like we've seen in previous Lost Belts.
Yeah.
For the moment, let us further assume this ruler is in fact Qin Shi Huang. If true, it is certainly sensible that he would send these automata to aid her in battle. It then stands to reason that, on seeing us fight their nation's armed forces, these farmers would see us as a threat and treat us accordingly. And yet, that proves not to be the case.
I wonder what happens if, you know, like, let's say you're a cryptor and you just don't get along with that Lost Belt King.
Too bad for you.
Yeah, right? Like, cause, like, I mean, yeah, never mind.
In which case, I can draw only one conclusion. Which is that these villagers are so wholly ignorant of war that they do not even know weaponry. Say what? Is that even possible? It is. However, we all saw that their fight or flight reflex tended towards the former on our initial encounter. So while I doubt this world is completely devoid of danger... Do you hear that racket outside too? Oh, what's going on?
Oh, wait, is he coming? Is it Xiang Yu? Oh.
Ah! It's more of those strange monsters! Oh, okay. Well, why are you freaking out? Isn't it the supervisor's job to get rid of things like that? How the hell are we supposed to chase those things away with a stick? Please, travelers, you've got to help us. Alright, supervisor, you got it. Indeed, I believe we should lend a helping hand here as well. Right, moving to intercept hostiles. Fo-fo! Alright. I guess we're fighting stuff now.
Is it the same ones that have those Koyanskaya armbands?
Maybe. It kind of sounds like it.
Oh.
Oh. You guys are all from Russia, Jotuns.
I guess they're more like stickers or badges.
Well, no, these are from Scandinavia.
No, I know, but I meant like they're not armbands. They're more like, I don't know, tattoos, stickers.
Yeah, they're all from NFF services.
Yeah.
Okay. This is such a waste to use their NP skills. Well, how come I can't use these? Okay. Well, I hope they get their NPs, because I'm gonna be kind of annoyed if I can't use them. Damn, it should not have given them Kaleidoscope. I should have at least brought Waver with me. Alright, let's go, Spartacus! I should probably check out Spartacus's skills.
He has like a healing skill, that's all I remember.
I think he does.
Oh no!
Well, okay, well, he really needed that healing skill. Alright.
It might be good to put guts on him, just in case, I don't know.
Try not to get him to die. Alright, do your best, Spartacus. Get your NP. You can't use your skills because the master is still poisoned. Oh, no wonder. Okay, I'm like, what's wrong with my mystic cone?
You know, I'm kind of surprised we just haven't had Christmas Nero yet. I feel like I've said this before, but you know, every time you use Nero, I'm just surprised she hasn't shown up yet.
That is true. Probably because we had Nero Fest for the first few years, so then they couldn't bring themselves to give Welfare Nero 2, or like... And also, like, the first year we had, whatchamacallit? We had...
Bride?
Bride, yeah. So I guess she kind of has an alt, I guess.
I mean, she does.
I guess I don't really need to use the NP.
No, I don't think you need to, but you can.
Let's see, the cooldowns increase the more you progress in the story, I think. Oh, that's fun. So, like, you can't use your skills for even longer, I guess?
I guess because you get progressively worse.
I get progressively more poisoned.
Yeah,
that
like your condition worsens over time.
That makes sense. That's fine. I don't need my Mystic Code anyways, right?
You just need it to level up.
Alright. Goodbye, Jotuns and whatever those other things were. Those creatures aren't native to this land either. No, they weren't. That was a Jotun, a type of giant we fought in the Scandinavian Lost Belt. Well, this just keeps getting weirder and weirder, huh? A few of them are running away, so they probably got a nest somewhere around here. Nest? Yeah, better track them down and wipe them out, or things are gonna get way worse around here, seeing how this village has shit for defenses. Yeah, it really does. Man, you guys really are amazing. I can't believe you took care of those scary monsters just like that. There's nothing I like more than shielding the weak. I hate to think of us as weak, but I can't blame you. The only way we could have won is with Heavenly Emperor's divine aid. I see. Then the reason your supervisors wield weapons is indeed solely to defend the village? That's right. Not that we have a lot to do, of course. Usually the most we have to worry about is chasing off the odd stray dog or boar. Well, that and helping the occasional drunkard cool off, I guess. What about invasions from foreign countries? Are you not concerned about those?
What foreign countries?
Yeah, what foreign countries? Foreign countries? You know, the places foreigners come from. Remember how the elder used to tell us he heard there were places other than here when he was just a kid?
Wow, they let him have that kind of knowledge?
Just a moment, please. What exactly do you mean when you say foreigners? What do we mean? I'm not sure what to say. We just heard rumors that say they look just like us, but they're actually monsters that are scarier than any boar.
That is some fear-mongering you got there.
And that they like to eat our livers instead of our crops. That's why we thought you were going to eat us when we first showed up. Sorry about that. I see. Now I understand. It's okay, we don't want your livers, we just want your crops. The people of this Lost Belt have no concept of separate nations, or at least their only knowledge is derived from distorted ancient legend and hearsay. So what, you're saying the probably Qin Emperor dominated this entire world? You're kidding. Is it even possible for people to put aside all their ethnic and religious differences to make that happen? Believe? So that's why they've never seen soldiers before, let alone war. That means this world is so perfectly peaceful that not only do people not need to arm themselves, they do not even know what weapons are. This country is the ideal nation made reality. Can you even imagine such a thing?
Hold on, they don't know what weapons are, but they accused us, but they're like, they have weapons.
I mean, I think they have, like, basic ideas. Yeah, I think they have basic ideas of what weapons are. Like, if they have, like a stick or a spear or something, maybe.
Yeah, but not
like, you know, guns or, like, whatever. Okay. Watch them. I want to see their faces when they see tiger tanks.
Yeah.
I've around, like, lit up not terracotta warriors.
Yeah.
I guess these are their heroes that are asleep.
Oh.
Anyways, I've arrived at Mount Lee, Your Imperial Majesty.
They are kind of frozen, aren't they?
Yeah. Which warrior would you like me to unseal? If this were a foreign expedition, it would be no matter if they were somewhat free-spirited. But since this is a domestic matter, we would prefer not to use someone too rambunctious. Then you are saying we should not evaluate our warrior on combat ability alone. If they were to incite a rebellion, we could not keep an eye on them and Kalia at the same time. For example, do not even think about releasing anyone from the Taoyuan brothers or someone like the Taoyuan brothers. They could get carried away and try to take over the empire for themselves. We need a warrior who is not only brave but also kind and modest, one who is fiercely loyal to this empire and its people, and who will defend them at all costs. We would like you to choose this warrior, Captain. Me, Your Imperial Majesty? Are you sure you want me to handle such an important task? Why else would we send you, our Captain of the Guard, all the way to Mount Lee? Surely you are aware of reviving a frozen hero carries some risk? Well, yes, of course. Something could even go wrong with their mind during the unsealing, causing them to fly into a rage. It would be bitterly ironic if we were to release a hero for the purposes of preventing a war only for them to transform into disaster incarnate. That's true.
Yeah.
So we deemed it prudent to have you present for the unsealing in the event such a danger did present itself. Do you understand? I guess he's kind of the backup plan in case if things go wrong.
Yeah.
So, you're saying you want me to deal with them in case they happen to go berserk?
It's okay, you're a pretty strong dude.
Indeed, this hero must be strong enough to defeat these heroic spirits from another world. But not so strong that you would be unable to stop them in such an unfortunate situation. With all these requirements to consider, would you not prefer to choose this hero yourself? I see. Your kindness and wisdom humbles me, Your Imperial Majesty. Frozen heroic spirits. Interesting. I see you have yet another impressive card up your sleeve. Mount Lee is the jewel of our empire, so is the mausoleum where the brave warriors who once fought by our side now sleep in peace. True, it's always tricky figuring out what to do with the brutes you use to establish a new regime. Short-sighted, short-tempered rulers tend to go the whole "you have outlived your usefulness" route and just off their servants. But not you, Your Imperial Majesty. How clever of you to literally keep them on ice so they can be useful to you again. These warriors deserve to be praised for all eternity for their help in establishing peace. That said, we cannot bestow all of them with the same immortality we possess. While there is little that can be done to cushion the shock they experience whenever they are awakened and see how much has changed, fighting on new battlefields has become a common enough occurrence for them that they are now accustomed to it. What do you think? Do you not agree it is a much cleaner system than your heroic spirits? Oh yes, I can't wait to see what happens next. I've always loved the word freeze. I was totally expecting them to butcher her name again, but...
I mean, he was doing that on purpose. Come on, man.
Korean Chihuahua. Alright, section 4 is quite long. I don't think we'll be able to finish it, but, we'll just read it and we'll try our best.
If it's mostly battles, then it might be okay, but we'll see.
We'll have to see how long they are, but, we'll try it, and yeah. Alright. Ooh, another unknown guest servant. I don't know who it is. Is it Mordred again?
Well, if it was Mordred, it'd show up, right?
I guess so. Alright. Let's go bring... Alright, looks pretty good. Alright, section 4. Demonic Beast of a Strange Land. You want to know if there's a place around here known for its cold? Yes, both types of monsters that have been attacking recently hail from frigid climates. It stands to reason, then, that they have fashioned a nest somewhere nearby that is suitably cold. Can you think of any such place? Can't really think of much that's near here. Maybe he means a place beyond the village border fence? Well, it's hard to say since nobody's ever gone there.
Village border fence. Okay.
Hold on, none of you have ever been outside your village? Not even once? Well, no. I mean, it's prohibited for one thing. Yeah, most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor decreed that we're not supposed to change residences without permission. Come to think of it, there was that time when around 10 people wandered in after their village flooded. But even then, most glorious and majestic heavenly emperor decides where refugees like that will go, so they never want for anything. We thought you guys were refugees at first, too. Then, this is not a village, but a cage. Curse these oppressors! I'm so mad I could dance! But really, why would you even want to leave the village? I guess they're not oppressed if they don't feel like they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have everything we need right here. Why would we just wander off to some place we don't even know? Are you truly okay with that? Well, yeah. I know I've never even thought about going outside the village before. I suppose this is the inevitable result of living in a single place where all one's needs are met.
That's true.
Well, boy doesn't look like he's very happy with where he's at.
I mean, he has a face, even.
Hey, miss? Have you got a minute? What's up? What is it? Well, would you mind if we talked over there? Sure. So what's this about? Okay, so don't tell the grown-ups about this. But I might know about a cold place nearby. Oh, did you walk outside the village?
Of course you did.
You do? I know it's wrong to break the rules. But I can't help it. I want to know what's like outside the village. So sometimes I sneak out to go exploring when everyone else is busy working the fields. I know just how you feel. There's just something enchanting about the outside world. Really? Do you like exploring too, miss? Yep, I love it. Nope, not a fan. Yes, I love it. I knew you would say that, senpai. You always enjoy meeting new people after all. Yes.
Sure.
I see. I guess you and me are a lot alike then. So what can you tell us about this cold place? Well, I haven't been there in a long time. I only went once, but I remember there was a dark and chilly spot in the forest not too far from here. I remember it being really creepy. If I were a monster, I'm sure that's where I would live. I see. Bring us there, please. Oh-ho! So you found a lead in the Krishat's nest, on the Krishat's nest, have you? That should be very useful. Well done. This puts Koyanskaya squarely in our sights. Hee hee hee. I've got you by the tail now, you little minx. I agree, we should take care of this nest sooner rather than later. But what about Akta? I'm pretty sure she's keeping careful watch of us and just waiting for another chance to attack. Wasting time in a deadlock with her is not help to us. Well, will not help us. For the time being, we need to focus on any possible lead to bring us within reach of Koyanskaya. If we leave after dark from the opposite side of the village where Akta attacked, we should be able to sneak out.
Yeah, I mean, how many days has it been since Gordolf has been poisoned? Like, he's running out of time.
Yeah. Someone will need to stay behind to protect the shadow border while we're gone, just in case. I mean, we've been here for at least a day, because we saw it was nighttime, and then it was daytime, and it's back to night again. Even so, it is worth the risk of dividing our forces to investigate this possible demonic beast nest. Well then, we gotta figure out who stays and who goes. You should be part of the expedition team, Holmes. No point in a detective holding down the fort, right? Setting aside for a moment that armchair detectives are, to use the modern parlance, very much a thing, I am forced to concur that this investigation must be conducted on site. So am I bringing Sherlock with me? Very well then, I will go and investigate this nest. Fortunately, my wounds have completely healed now.
Yay!
Yay! Miss Samantha, I would like you to lead this expedition. Left to my own devices, it is entirely plausible that I may become so engrossed in solving this mystery that I take another tumble over a waterfall.
Please don't. Please don't.
I'll come along too, Senpai. Please say you'll do it. In that case, why don't you choose the last expedition member, Samantha? We've sure got no shortage of options. Who do you want to bring? Come with us, Spartacus. Would you come with us, Jinka?
I chose Sherlock, though.
I was actually going to choose Neja, but she's not an option. Let's bring Spartacus. Sorry, Jinka. Next time. Very well. I'm used to fighting fearsome beasts thanks to my time in the Colosseum. Leave it to me. In that case, I'd like to come along too. I think you'll need someone a bit more able to finesse matters than a berserker. Okay, well, you're coming along anyways. That's nice. Then Morgan and I will hold the fort. If you want, Neja and me could go squish anyone who says we couldn't take on that crypto chick while you're out demonic beast hunting. What? If you want, Neja and me could go squish anyone who says we... Okay. Just focus on keeping the shadow border safe, okay? Please? Yeah, I was kidding. Freaking fun police over here. Let Mordred have her fun. Wow! Riding around your shoulders almost feels like flying, Spartacus. Even familiar scenery can seem completely different when viewed from a new perspective. That small change can help you see things you've never noticed. Sometimes you see beauty and goodness you overlooked. Others, you see evil and cruelty you cannot ignore. It's all a part of growing up. LB1 cleared. I can do the quest event now. Yay! So I guess it did need an LB1 clear.
I wonder why.
Not too sure, to be quite honest. Maybe they refer to stuff in
possibly.
the Lost Belt. Anyways, that's a lot of words. I think what Spartacus is trying to say is that you're right to want to see the world outside your village. I am? You are my little rebel. I wish I was as tall as you, Spartacus. Ha ha ha, that will come with training. I wasn't much bigger than you when I was your age, you know. Really? Then I can actually be like you someday, Spartacus? Of course you can. Anyone can be like me. Life is rebellion against adversity. I was a little worried about having a child lead the way, but Spartacus is actually pretty good with him. Who'd you thought? Yeah. He is. Yes. And since he's carrying the boy on his shoulders, we're making good time. That said, we can't go too quickly, or Samantha will have trouble keeping up. Don't push yourself too hard, alright, Samantha? If you get tired, I'll give you a piggyback. Thanks. I'll do my best. Oh, looks like I'm kind of dying. I can see more farmland up ahead. Is this a neighboring village? We could save time if we go through it, but I'll get in trouble if someone notices.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go around. Hey, do you smell that? What are we smelling? Yes, there's a definite scent of blood in the wind. Or on the wind. Oh, yes. I suppose that would make sense. Maybe the village is up ahead is, If the monster's nest is in fact where the boy is taking us, then we are moving along the same path the monsters themselves did. Ooh. Any village along the way would surely be subject to these beasts' depredations.
Rip those villagers.
Boy, go find a safe place to hide and stay there until we get back. We won't be long. Okay, be careful, alright? This is awful, yeah. Look at all those burned fields. What a gruesome sight. From the look of things, I don't think there were any survivors. Be careful. I can still smell the foul stench of those man-eating beasts. Ooh, looks like YouTube's kind of spinning. Hopefully it's okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll check on it, just in case. But we will continue for now. Yes, they're still close by. They will no doubt have noticed our scent as well. Grrr! And there they are. There are a lot of them, too. Just as well. If we do not take care of them now, they will go on to hunt for prey in other villages. Let's do it. Your orders, please, Master. Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
Alright, there's quite a lot of them. Maybe I should have brought Siegfried with me.
Yeah, he'd be a pretty good choice.
Yeah. Alright. I really want to use Sherlock, but I just kind of can't justify using him when I have, like, 2 sabers on the team.
Why don't you arts chain?
That's true.
Man, I hate farming quartz and free quests. It's so tedious.
Yeah, probably because you have to do a couple of nodes first before you can actually get the final one.
But I'm waiting for the live stream to see if they're going to announce anybody cool.
Yeah,
before I collect the quartz.
I feel like people have been kind of talking about having maybe possibly Limbo come out. So
that's why I'm waiting.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of expect somebody good. I mean, usually, those, like, you know, the Oku event and the Noctilis or whatever event, and now this 5.5 one coming out has come out with good servants.
Yeah, yeah.
Ends, so, like, I feel like we should, like...
We'll see. We'll see.
Start praying? Alright. Hostiles eliminated. The battle is over. Now these people can rest in peace. I'd like to think they can, at least. What is it, Sir Detective? Have you noticed something? Master Samantha, how did this last battle feel to you? I thought I saw some weird tattoos on those Krishat. They didn't seem to be more coordinated than they should, so those are tattoos.
Oh.
Yes, those markings were so odd I can't form a clear picture of them in my mind, but I did see them. Oh, pay those no mind. Their behavior is what concerns me. In particular, the fact that they were clearly trained for combat. I see. And not combat with other animals, but with humans. Their loss of strength is almost certainly due to the change in environment. For creatures accustomed to cold, even this weather must seem oppressively hot. Still, they were working as a team, not like a pack of wild animals either, but a trained unit. Then someone had to have gone to the trouble to train them. It's early yet to be certain, but yes, it does seem likely. Do you think Koyanskaya is behind this? If she is, that would raise its own questions. Namely, when did she have time to do so? The answers will surely become apparent in time. Fortunately, they left footprints we can follow. Good point. At least we know we're going in the right direction. I'll go get the boy. Meet us outside the village. No one so young should have to see something like this. I didn't know Spartacus was so kind. Spartacus does not have a lot of screen time.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
He might not look like it, but his purpose was always to protect the weak. Once he believes someone needs protecting, he will do anything to keep them safe. Of course, that often ends in him sacrificing anyone and everyone to do so. I guess that's a berserker for you. They're nothing if not committed. That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at Nightingale.
Yeah.
Certainly very committed.
Ooh. Alright, more notes.
Let's see. Where should I look around? Okay.
Oh, that's the place where Leaf is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, let's bring somebody else this time around. Let's bring Weaver. And I guess we'll bring Casters again. Are you done going to Bond 5? You're not at Bond 5 yet? Come on.
Slowly but surely.
Yep. Alright. It's just up ahead. There's this huge hole in the ground you can use to get inside. I see. So they have taken up residence in a cave. It's really cold and dark inside. I got scared, so I didn't get very far in before I turned back. It seemed like it was really deep, though, because it was echoing like crazy. That does sound like it would work as a good home for monsters who prefer the cold. Forget sounds like. We're obviously in the right place. I see. We're surrounded. How exciting. I'm so sorry. I should have been more alert. Well, you are an absolutely superlative navigator before returning to the front lines, Miss Kierlight. I cannot blame Miss Samantha for relaxing her guard now that you're back at her side once more. So it's my fault. Aren't you guys scared? Oh, don't worry. This journey would have ended ages ago if everyone here couldn't crack a joke in the face of mortal peril.
I guess so. At the same time, it's just another day. We fought a bunch of these things.
Yeah. You have to get through them eventually.
Yep.
Maybe Gudo's getting a bit jaded.
Maybe.
Really hoping that Nito can kill them all in one go.
I don't think she can.
I believe in you, Nito.
The Jotun at the end.
Yeah, that Jotun at the end is kind of scary. I was able to death the other two. Damn it, so close!
Yeah,
so close, Nito!
I would have chained Nito, but oh well.
That's fine. Oh, okay. I guess I'll do narrow.
Yeah.
Just don't really know what they're... Alright, that wasn't too bad. I don't think we really need to try to use their NP charges or anything.
No.
Yeah, Nito's got this. Yay, Bond 5. Alright. Ha! Too easy. This is so strange. I thought the Krishat and giants would be living in different places. Indeed, Krishat destroyed that village, but we followed their tracks only to find giants. Now I wonder what we will find in that cave. There's only one way to find out. Just standing here thinking won't get you any answers, Sir Detective. What about the boy? Don't you think it's too dangerous to bring him here, or bring him there with us? Be that as it may, we cannot let him return on his own either. There is no telling how many demonic beasts could be lurking nearby. What's up? What's up? How are you? Happy December?
Yeah.
Then we need someone to stay here and guard him. No, you can't do that. You all need to stick together if you're going to fight these monsters, or those monsters. I guess you could come with us. Take me with you. I'm sure I'll be safe as long as I stay close to Samantha.
I guess so.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah. I'm proud of you, boy. You have spirit. Embracing adversity like this, you have faced the fears oppressing you and rebelled against them. Come with us. I will be your shield and guide and sing a song of triumph in your honor. Indeed, we are not called heroic spirits for nothing. I promise we will not let your bravery go to waste. Alright. Be the true hero you really are.
Man, I mentioned this before, but these parts are so short.
Yeah, they are. So, I mean, I'm kind of thinking maybe we'll just read maybe one more part, like one more node or so. Like, if it's really short, then maybe not. I mean, I'm out of
your voice is kind of
my voice is kind of going, and we're out of AP. So we'll just read one more section or one more part, and then we might call it a day. It's been about 3 hours anyway since we started. So yeah.